That's right. It's Thursday. I got a tagline I'm thinking of trying out. So let me hear what you think. So whenever we're done,
is this going to be a pun?
We say, "Is it Thursday yet?" So what do you think? Huh?
Oh yeah, I think that could work.
Off the top of my head, I just whipped that one up. I thought,
yeah. See, people might be thinking that
this will be catchy.
Moving to Thursday, we may not be able to compete with such things as Thursday night football, but I think we've got a good chance.
Thursday night, Critical Role right now. Not about the views though, guys. It's about playing games with your friends.
Yeah. No, what are you talking about? It's definitely about the views.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Speak for yourself. The moment we drop below a number I've got set there, then the game canceled.
All right, fantastic, sick.
Only here for the views and the sponsorships. Still holding for those
Hero
sponsorships.
Forge is now officially available.
I saw that. Were they not officially before? It was still a beta thing.
It was in beta. Yep.
I still need to buy or get your characters with all my points that I keep forgetting to cancel. I want to cancel it, but I'm afraid if I cancel it, I won't be able to it won't hold out to the end of the month, and I keep forgetting to go in there and do it.
Buying all the stuff.
I've got I probably have almost 20 now of those things.
You have 20 points.
I get 5 a month, and I haven't canceled it yet. So whenever we go out, how long has it been?
You best be making some new characters, dude.
I've made a bunch.
All your named NPCs.
I went through the because there's like a library of people that go in there and they make their own things.
Oh yeah.
And I went through and I was like, I'm sure people are crafty. I'll pick up some of these. So I went through there and I bought I bought like 3 from there. And then I found out one of the ones that I bought was also in one of the packs that they give you for free. So I got a double. So I'm not going to buy from there anymore. Dang you, Hero Forge.
Somebody was like,
wow. I want my money back.
They give commission to the people who make them, and someone was like, "I'm just gonna."
Probably, yeah. And they probably pack them into a pack. Yep.
For sure.
Right.
Oh crap! You need to change the name of the Talespire game too.
What's it called?
It's called something Friday Night.
Where? I think it's called Kindred Friday.
What? Kindred? I didn't see the word.
I was talking about the campaign name within.
Oh, in Talespire. Yeah, you're right. It's fine. Friday night's fine. We'll change it here in a few years whenever we change it back to Friday. Tabletop Thursday. Ooh, that's good. I've been trying to think of like a good name.
Alliteration, baby.
Yeah, you need alliteration. You need something like D&D related, like Critical Role or what Dimension 20 has the D20 thing, and you've got another one I watched was Roll for It. They all have
and dorky.
That's dumb.
Your face is dumb. Nobody likes you.
One of the guys I watched is called Sly Flourish, which was an ability back in 4E days, the rogue ability.
You should pick some really old AD&D like spell or something that's not in the game.
I went through there thinking that. I don't know. I couldn't find anything that really like Mordenkainen's hut. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
We could be the hut.
The Magnificent Mansion.
We've got a manager and we've got a crew. We could be the hut, dude.
I agree.
We need another.
I don't think San Francisco wants more mentions of the huts.
Oh yeah, that's true. It might cause me some PTSD.
some hut PTSD. Yeah. Terrific tabletop Thursday. There you go. There's 3 T words.
Man. That's a lot of
Give me another T word. I need to look up some T words. I'm going to do it right after I change my microphone.
You should do like TH sounds. Thrifty Thursday.
Ooh.
Yeah, lots of thrift going on.
What's a word for like we never show up on time?
Tardy Thursday.
Tardy Thursday.
Tardy Thursday.
That's it.
Oh man.
No more discussion. Let's figure it out.
Oh no.
All right. So last week, look at us starting at 8:38 on this Friday evening. So all of you, last time Krog had a bit of a bellyache and decided to sit one out. But the rest of the party, Krog tagged along. He didn't say much though. But the rest of the party tagged along, or tagged along. The rest of the party met up with Elradar, and you had a chat with Elradar. He seemed like a friendly old elf.
Okay.
And as I mentioned here, your friendly mob boss elf. And he was concerned about Yendra, who has gone missing. Yendra is from Eru's past, and he wanted you to help out. My frames are wonky. My frames are always wonky. Oh yeah,
Tummy ache Thursday.
Oh yeah, it's way off, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Now it's not wonky. Anyway, so he wanted to go and find Yendra. That was his request, because she went missing in Port Illidan. You had a little chat with him. He had a little chat with you. And eventually you all boarded onto a ship, the SS Agatha Christie or something.
It's the Sandy Key.
The Sandy Key, for set sail for Port Illidan.
Right.
You got a layover in Porsus, the merfolk town, and you guys had a dinner, and we had a couple dinners in there, and you met the crew and the passengers, mostly the passengers, and you had a chat. I was gonna put in my recap. I forgot to put the names of like all the people that were in your story here. I don't know how I forgot that, but of the folks that you met on this journey, we'll do at the end. It's day 2. You stop off in Porsus. You pick up a Triton, and then on the 3rd night, you find this Triton murdered, and this Triton has 3 dagger marks in her back. There was no blood. There was a tattoo on her arm, and she had 2 holes in her neck, which you know what a vampire is, or you know enough about it to be able to suspect vampirism. And she was like stuffed into a crate, the flour crate down in the cargo hold. The cook, Susanna, found her, screamed, and everyone came running. And most of the all of the passengers, except for Eru was upstairs doing a little
being real sus.
Yeah, sneaking around. And all the passengers, which you have passengers, you got Layden, who's the dead Triton, dead Triton is there on the ground. You have Ianlin is the gnome barber. You guys met. He likes to talk a lot. He mentioned something about a volcano destroying his home and his friends and all that. You've got Janshai, who is the musician, who got a little grumpy whenever Arok mentioned ghosts and hauntings. You've got Lily, who was the young one. She's bald. She's very quiet, except for this little argument that went between Arok and Janshai, and then she kind of spoke up. You've got Roland, who was the guy who was always on deck, human, always on deck, looking at the water. He has a thing with these crystal shoals. You have Susanna, which we mentioned before, who's the cook. Also kind of like a servant, mostly. She's not the cook, but she's one of the cooks. You've got Heartshaker, who is a gold-skinned Goliath, who mentioned her camp was attacked by someone with red eyes, and she doesn't mention much of that. But you notice that she doesn't eat at the table. She hasn't eaten dinner with you guys. You have Elwindith, the Furbolg, who your kobold has made friends with and done a little training with, and has a fancy warhammer. And then, of course, we've got the Captain Gezron, who is, well, your half-orc captain of this voyage, who apparently used to serve, or is on a warship. I don't know if he mentioned too much more about how he served, but he has a warship who's turned into a cargo ship. And we ended last time with a ritual detect magic going on. Did that go off already? Like, I have it set down as if it's happening. Who was casting that one?
Arok.
Okay, Arok's casting the detect magic. Saren is casting a zone of truth.
Yep.
And then Eru is starting to come back down the stairs as this is happening. Now, I want to make before you spend your spell slot, I do want to make sure you understand that all of your passengers are down here except for Eru. And you've got 5 crew, but there's still 10 crew that aren't down here. But everyone else is here in the cargo hold. And
is the captain down here?
yeah, captain's here with you.
Okay.
Captain, if we could have everybody come down, I might have a way of finding out who might have done this.
All right. What you gonna do?
I have a way of making people tell the truth.
All right.
You think that's all right?
Yeah. And he tells his first mate to run up and gather everyone. Can we do this on deck so at least we can keep an eye and make sure we don't leave our posts?
Yeah, that's fine. That sounds good to me.
He says, all right, bring the body. So they grab the Triton, laden, and they carry her up. So everyone goes up above on deck. I did put you guys' characters in here just in case you want to put your figures around. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'd imagine I run into them coming
so yeah, so they grab the body and start heading up there, and then you come walking down the stairs, and you notice you get some looks from everyone.
Well, I'll just go straight to Saren. What's happening?
One of our fellow passengers is dead. Looks like they got maybe a vampire attack or something.
Why is everyone looking at me like that?
Where you been?
I was.
I will say quietly.
I
I
stayed
didn't
in
say
the
something
room
quietly,
thinking
but I
maybe
was
someone
muted,
would
so.
thinking maybe someone would come back to the door, but nobody came.
I get the plan, but you can kind of understand everybody's a little bit suspicious. You're the only one that wasn't there.
There's all these crewmen that weren't there.
Yeah, but they're all working and stuff. I know. I mean, I know you didn't do anything. Trust me, I know. But I'll get it sorted out. Just give me a minute. Everybody, if you don't mind gathering around, one at a time, I'm gonna ask you some questions. If that's all right.
Everyone kind of nods and they're looking at you. Everyone's quiet.
Cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
I'll be in the center of it.
It's 15-foot radius.
Yeah, and as soon as they enter, they have to make the save. Or they can choose to, I think. You can choose.
Yeah, I'll choose to fail.
Yeah, and you know who makes it. I gotta be. I'm gonna do these guys. Mark who makes it and doesn't.
A couple of them made it.
What's my save?
Charisma 14.
14. Okay. So, whoops. It's like the Furbolg, Elwindith made it, and the captain made it. Everyone else failed it, and then for the crew, okay, 15 crewmen here, and the first mate, 14 crewmen, first mate. Okay, first mate failed it. Okay, and then you've got, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more crewmen, unnamed crewmen, that made it, but everyone else failed it. So everyone failed it except for the 5 of the crewmen and Windith and Captain.
I will start with the Goliath.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what happened to the now dead person?
Nope.
All right, next.
The Zone of Truth doesn't force them to say anything, right?
No, they don't
It
have
doesn't
to.
force them to talk, but it forces them
They
to.
have
If
to
they do
tell.
talk, they can't lie.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's some kind of creature that is immune to it.
Yeah, remember you got 10 minutes, so we got to make this kind of quick as you.
Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna rattle that off. Do you know what happened to the dead person?
So you get no's from everyone except, we'll say you run through the crew real quick. Nope, I was on duty. I don't know nothing. you get to Denshai. And he says, "Yeah, I know what happened.
What happened?
It was Gothry. Gothry did it."
I'll look over to that one.
Gothry is not a member of the crew or a.
Who's Gothry?
Who's Gothry?
So Lily walks up and kind of like nudges him. And says, "It's not him." He says, I know it's him. I just know it. He's been haunting me. And he's gone too far this time."
You mind if I examine you for 1 second?
Well, I didn't do it.
I want to look at his teeth. Could they match the puncture wounds?
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 19.
Ooh.
Okay. He smiles and shows you his teeth, and Lily speaks up and she says, What about you? You're asking all of us all these questions. What about you? What about you? Haven't asked any of people that came with you.
Oh, well, I'll run through them if you so choose me to, but
Well, yeah.
I didn't do
I
it.
understand your speculation, but okay, sure. Eru, do you do anything?
No.
Arok?
No.
Grog?
No.
Now you be honest with me.
I had a tummy ache.
Zarik, what about you?
Oh.
See how quiet he is? Guilty.
Oh no.
Your mic's muted, buddy.
David, your mic is muted.
Zurich says he didn't do anything.
There you go. Okay.
Took him a minute. That
He's
pause was
suspicious.
I know.
But I will examine his teeth if he shows me.
Yeah. They are pretty typical, nasty human teeth. Not the cleanest, but no fangs.
You say someone's haunting you. What do you mean by that?
He's been haunting me for a long time. This is the musician, by the way. And I thought maybe I got away from him, but I mean, I guess not. It kind of was my fault, but not because he's dead. You're running a little low on time. So if you have any more questions for anyone else or for him.
I'll ask the Lily. What do you know anything that happened?
I don't know.
Do
It
you
wasn't.
know
It wasn't him. I don't know who it was.
What's the haunting? What is that? What's he talking about?
He just beats himself up. I don't think it was anything. I don't think it's Gothry.
Something happened to him. Does he change at times? Seems like a different person.
Genshai?
Yeah.
No, he's fine. He kind of tortures himself.
This haunting thing. What is it? What is that? What does it mean? Like, what is it? What happens?
His friend
when
died.
it occurs.
His friend died, and his spirit's been haunting him. You've probably heard stories of this before. Just leave him alone. It wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't him. We were all in the same room last night.
All right. I'm gonna go to the Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't I see you eating?
I'm not hungry.
What do you feed on?
I brought my own food.
kind of food is that?
Food I like to eat. What do you eat?
Bread, meat,
Me too.
wheat. What kind of meat do you eat?
Is it people meat?
Just
no.
just regular meat. Just how I like it prepared my own way.
Raw
Alright.
and through my teeth.
What does this have to do with this? She points at the dead girl.
Oh, just looks like they had their blood sucked.
Well,
While he's doing these interviews, I also want to try to get a beat on if anyone's looking nervous.
give me a perception check.
You want perception or do
give
you
me
want
investigation.
insight?
Okay.
Those are all, I think, the same.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, probably anyway.
Did I run through the first mate yet?
Yeah, he failed.
Okay.
He just said no. He didn't know anything. Let's see. Genchai is visibly nervous, and looks guilty. You've got. That's all that stands out. As looking nervous, but everyone's a little uncomfortable, obviously.
Is anyone too relaxed?
Just define that.
Like, I would imagine everyone's sort of like trying not to stare at the body, but actually staring at it. Is anyone just like nonchalant, looking elsewhere?
No one stands out to be like. I see what you mean. No one is trying to look not guilty. If that makes sense.
It was the Furbolg and the captain, right? Were the two like big ones besides crew members that saved?
Right.
Okay. I'll go to the Furbolg. Do you know anything that happened to this person?
I don't have a clue.
Care if I examine your teeth?
Go right ahead. She smiles real big.
I'll examine her teeth.
Look fine. Look like Furbolg teeth.
Okay.
Let me see your teeth.
We go for it, and I'll show her.
She says, I couldn't help but notice. Looks like a dagger did this. She kind of whispers to you. Who around here uses daggers? She's looking at Eru. Non-conspicuously looking at Eru.
Didn't he walk into the zone of truth and say no?
She whispered that to me, right?
Yeah, she's whispering to you.
Oh, my bad.
Well, that seems like you thought a way to cover this up, huh?
What?
You and one other person, the captain, are really the only ones that I can't really get a beat on right now. And looks like you're trying to throw me off my search.
I'm trying to help you out.
I don't
What do
think
you-
you're trying to help anything. I think you're trying to cover it up, and I'm gonna get louder and I'm gonna try and like intimidate to see an insight of a reaction of like, uh-oh.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Please don't suck.
Oh
I see
no.
you trying to intimidate. I'm gonna scooch
She
him
looks
off
down
now.
on you. She's tall. She says, "You listen here." She says, "What right do you have to come in here? Who put you in charge of this? You come around here with all your magic." She says, "Magic roll loud." Trying to think you're going to be figuring this all out. Well, I think it was you. Or, I think it was that one. And she points to Eru.
I'm gonna come up there.
Where was he at? Everyone was down there. He wasn't here. Look at him. He's got a dagger on his belt.
Well, I would say that not everyone was down here anyways, and daggers are extremely common weapons. Does no one else on the crew have a dagger?
Are you defending him? Where
Not
were you
necessarily
last night?
defending him, but
My
your
opinion, I think
accusations are very shallow.
this Furbolg might be a suspect, and that one over there seems a little suspect.
Who are you pointing at?
The Ginchi or
Genshai.
Oh, Genshai.
Genji.
Captain steps up and says, well, pointing fingers isn't going to get us anywhere.
I've narrowed it down to 2 suspects. And those are my 2. Unless it was you. I couldn't get a beat on you either.
Look, I'm telling you. What do I have from killing some passenger? I need
Let me
paid.
see look, can I see your teeth for a second?
He smiles.
Does they match up anyway?
I mean, he's a half orc, so he's got some like little tiny tusks growing in, but
Does he have a blade on him? A dagger?
he's got a sword. Yeah, he's got a knife. He's got a knife. He's a guy at sea. He's got a knife.
Care if I examine that blade of yours?
Sure. And he hands it over. Hey, whoa. Why don't you examine everyone's blade? Maybe that'll give you somewhere.
Yeah, I'll start. If they'll hand me their weapons, I'll try to match it up with the wound.
Okay.
Indicate the person.
While he's doing that, I have a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
This Layden is up on the deck now.
Yeah.
When did we pick her up? What time?
It was last night. So she was
And
only here.
What time is it right now?
It's like 8 in the morning.
Okay, is the sun?
Oh no, it's around noon because it's like just before noon.
The sun is out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're on
Sounds right.
we're on
You,
a deck.
you picked her up like
open,
at
right?
8 p.m. and now it's around noon.
And we're on a deck that has is open to the sun.
Yep.
Okay. And you said that the puncture wounds in her neck are scarred over.
They're just older wounds. They're not fresh like the knife wounds.
Okay.
Maybe she was a vampire and someone else just stabbed her because they found out.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. And then last night,
Bum, bum, bum.
while I was in the room, we were all in there except for Arok, right?
Wait.
What? Because you were
Um,
talking to Layden at one
Oh,
point.
yes.
Yeah, because he was on the deck.
But then he came
balcony.
back. Do I know what time about he came back?
It was before midnight.
He was the one I saw who went back. He was staying out later than everyone else, right?
That was Roland, the human. The human who wants to go do some. He wants to get that reward, finding that murderer in Port Illidan.
Did I ask him? I want to ask him. Do you know anything about this? Did you do this?
I didn't do it. You already asked me once.
Okay, I just want to make sure I asked.
I forgot my accents from these guys. If you need some help, I'll help you out. If there's a reward, I'll help you out then as well, even more so.
I mean,
Maybe if you start offering, maybe people will start to speak up.
well, that could run into a whole lot of issues. You know, people just throw out names to get some money.
Well, it works.
How much do I know about vampires?
Give me a history check.
Yeah. 18.
You know of them. You know how they work. You don't know any vampires, but you've heard stories.
Do I know from stories what hurts them?
Yeah, that's good enough.
know
Yeah, you know they're like night creatures and not a fan of the day. You know the basic stuff.
Do I know that like running water hurts them?
Is that a D&D one?
It's a D&D thing.
Is that D&D? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say no on that one.
Wait
Okay.
a second. You can kill a vampire with a super soaker? That's what you
Holy
just
water.
told me. You don't even need holy water. It'd be
That
running water.
vampire just hose him down.
Hose him down. Oh no, this water
okay.
is running.
I know the limitations are terrible on a vampire. You can't go inside a house unless someone says you can come in.
Yeah, I know. Golly.
You gotta watch out for houses with super soakers. You
They're
can't ever
really-
wash your
they're really-
hands.
They're really old fashioned.
I'd love to live here, but there's a skylight.
Did she never wash her hands when she exited the bathroom?
Yeah. Washing her hands get blown up. No. The running water.
Okay. I'll just tell Saren. I don't think we are looking for someone who bit her. These wounds are old.
I wish I would have remembered that from the last session. Who's got a knife?
I'll pull mine out.
Everyone has a knife and a dagger.
Of course.
So you
they
ask
do.
for a knife, and everyone start hands out there.
I'm going to start taking them again, like I said, and start just inspecting to see if I can see anything that correlates with the wound.
It's like walking into a Denny's, like in the South.
Yeah.
Who's got a gun?
Give me a perception, investigation check as you're looking over these knives.
I'm
I'll
going to
help.
guide myself.
Okay.
What is it?
Guidance is
Investigation?
going to work for one of them, so pick one.
I'm going to pick the furbolg's knife.
For your
Guidance,
bonus. So yeah.
15,
I saw no more guidance spam in
18.
one D&D.
Yeah,
Her
more guidance
her
spam.
blade not only looks clean, but it looks a little bit too big for that wound.
Does it look like my blade is like perfect?
What do you mean?
Does it look like my dagger could have done this?
Yeah, it fits that size. A slender elven blade.
Excellent.
Who else has blades like that?
All the crew, most of the crew have not daggers, but they have like knives that are slender like that. Give me another check without the. Well, I'll just take your roll without the guidance. What was that?
15.
15. The ones that stand out, of course, arrows. And all the crewmen knives. Lily has a nice dagger. Really more of a knife that she has. And Susanna, she's got as many knives as you want because she helps in the kitchen. But she doesn't walk around with anything on her. She's the one who doesn't carry anything. And the gnome's dagger fits. A nice looking ceremonial kind of dagger.
Where'd you get this piece? Talking to the gnome.
Well, my house was attacked by a volcano, and I couldn't get out of the house with anything, really. I just grabbed what I could and ran, and that dagger was one of the things that I grabbed. It's very expensive. It's made by this very famous, really they make gadgets and toys and things, but they occasionally dabbled in rare trinkets like daggers.
Oh, God.
His name was
Yeah, what was his name?
Varney.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
I don't remember I can't remember that guy's last name.
I wasn't there though.
But yeah, it was this famous company. They sell all over the world, and occasionally they find these. You can get these. They don't make them anymore, but I still have one.
Where did
How
I pick up with
closely
my-
does that fit to the wound?
It fits.
Did
What did I
ask
get with my
too many
19
questions?
from my investigation?
Yeah, you asked him. He said no.
Okay, so he's good.
What'd you get, David?
I got a 19 with my investigation
19.
for assisting.
Do you hand the blade over to Zarik?
Yep.
Zarik, you can see a little bit of material, sort of gunked up around the base of the blade where it meets the hilt. Just a little fleck of a couple pieces of skin or something. Some sort of could be meat, like he's eating with it, but
Ask him on what do you use your sword for, or what do you use your dagger for?
well, occasionally, I don't tell my customers, but occasionally, if my shaving blade is dirty, I just whip that out. But I don't like doing that. It's typically just you never know when you need to defend yourself. Did I tell you? My house was attacked by this volcano, and so you can never be too sure on who's doing this kind of stuff. I think someone else made this happen.
Are you sure you were attacked by a volcano and you didn't just happen to live next to a volcano?
It was fine one day, and then the next day, boom, it was there. Don't you?
Oh, the whole volcano.
Yeah. You know who it is? It's them Aravalin folk. All like up with fire and nonsense.
What I have heard about it, I feel like a volcano popping up out of nowhere would be global news. That would
It
travel.
didn't come out of the ground like a mountain exploded.
Oh, okay.
It happens every once in a while.
Yeah, not very often. But
If you live next to mountains, it happens every once in a while.
yeah.
Did you ever
So-
finish your detect magic?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Detect magic. Yeah, so that goes off.
I was casting
You
that.
find Elwindith, the Furbolg. Her warhammer is magical.
Okay.
The captain has a magical sword. I think it's a what's this? It's like a scimitar. The
Cutlass.
cutlass. Yeah. And
That was Supreme.
Lily has something on her chest that glows.
Oh, like a necklace.
Yep.
What about this dagger from the barber?
Not magical.
Okay. Can I give the body a once over? Does it? You said the wounds are in the back. Do they go through her clothing as well?
Yeah.
And there's no blood, not even traces of it on the clothes.
No blood. Which you would know as a vampire. If she's a vampire, she's not gonna have any blood.
I'm gonna
Are
start
any of-
asking. Did anybody know she was a vampire?
And you get some looks. Vampire? The gnome speaks up. Like one of them blood-sucking fellas?
Could be
Here?
one.
What makes you think that? How'd you know?
Okay, maybe you don't know anything. I'm just gonna go start asking everyone. Same thing.
You get to... No one seems to know anything about... There's a few people have tell you some stories. Oh, yeah, I've heard of vampires before. Those are the guys with the teeth. Yeah, you know, I've heard stories. Susanna, however, she, as soon as you say it, she shows a sign of recognition. She knows about vampires. And she says, that kind of makes sense, I guess. Your friends, the big guy, was talking to me about
I don't remember the name.
Ethto. And I'm pretty sure Ethto's a vampire. So maybe there's, I don't know. I guess that makes sense.
Do
there's-
any of these people's daggers look silvered?
No.
He is a vampire.
I guess while she's talking to them, I'll ask the people with magic items. Well, not the Warhammer. I know it's not that. And not the captain.
The warhammer has a little blade that comes out the top.
Yeah. Just stab. Be the most cumbersome knife of all time.
But
Get
it's
it
really
out.
throwing you off the case.
Yeah, the stealthiest killer of all time. The hidden Warhammer knife. I'll ask Lily about her necklace. Excuse me. What's that necklace you have? Or pendant, or whatever it may be.
She kind of puts her hand over her chest. She says, it's my own business.
Do you
She-
know it's magical?
She walks away. And goes stand
She walked away?
next to Roland.
Man.
Lily's the
What
one
is
who's been very closed.
What is that necklace?
Roland speaks up and he says, "Just, it's nothing to do with this. Just leave her alone about this. Sorry, just leave her alone about this." I gotta get my accent in there.
I mean, we're kind of in a situation where we need some answers from everyone. I'm not trying to be pushy, but
It is the only
it
magical
is a
item
little bit
here
of
that-
suspect right now.
Yes.
He looks at her, and she says, "I don't know what it is.
What?
I just got it."
So you don't know that it's a magical item.
Oh, I know it's magical.
Is it cursing you in some way?
She says, "Look, I know this nothing to do with this. Just leave me be."
Can you take it off for a
No,
second?
I wish I could.
Ah, so you're cursed.
Yes, you can say that.
Hmm.
Saren, you don't. No one else knows this, but Saren, your 15% passive notices. There's a as she says that, like,
It's 16 now. It went up.
oh, nice.
Oh, I gotta level up.
Oh yeah, did everyone level up? I forgot to ask.
I did.
I did.
She as she says, "No, just leave me alone. This has nothing to do with it." You notice like a little lick of flame, tiny lick of flame that like goes down her hand, like around her hand. Very subtle. As you can see her getting nervous. And
I'm gonna put a hand on her shoulder and kind of bend down to her level,
she jumps.
and I'll be like, "It's okay. I'm just here to help."
She says, "Please just stay away from me.
I can see you have some sort of magic.
I don't want to hurt anyone."
Well, I don't want you to hurt anyone either. You need help. I mean, we'll do what we can. You're in a sticky situation, you need friends.
I'm hoping to get that figured out. That's where we're going.
Where are you headed?
We're going to... She's always looking at Roland as she talks. She says, "We're going to the caves of Aravelin."
Ever heard of that?
Yeah, it's Aravelin is the fire god, and you know that there is a site a little ways north of where your henge is, where the worshippers go for Aravelin, fire god.
I know where you're headed.
Dangerous trip because there's a lot of lizard folk around there.
But it's gonna be dangerous. I see that is that pendant or whatever you have giving you those powers.
Something like that, I guess.
Okay. I'll be whispering. I don't want other people to hear. If we can do anything to help, you let us know. But if you do know anything about what happened here, any information's helpful.
I didn't do anything. Neither did Roland and Genshai. We were all together.
Okay, I believe you.
And you can, as you're getting real close to her, you can feel this like heat coming off of her. She has a high fever, basically. You can feel it. Captain comes up to you, Saren, and says, "Look, we need to figure this out, but we need someone to be manning their posts. The ship doesn't run on
Yeah.
investigations. So
All
if
the crewmen.
any of these folks are free, we need them back at the post."
Yeah, I think I'll point out all the ones that I got with Zone of Truth and said no.
Okay.
They can all go back to work. These few we might need to question a little further, and these ones over here, and blah 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 blah. We'll see what happens.
He says, "Look, I got a ship to run, so if you want to take charge of this, just let me know what's going on.
Yeah,
We'll get this figured out before we get to port."
We'll get it figured out. Let's go inspect the room, see if we can find anything, guys.
Just stop by my my quarters tonight, and we'll talk about it.
All right.
He goes back and he starts shouting at the crew, "Get to work! Get to work! You lousy landlubbers!" and all that.
You just called them landlubbers. What a jerk!
What a
I think we need to keep an eye on the furbold. We need to keep an eye on the Goliath. And watch out for, I don't think it was Lily, but she's able to use some sort of magic. I saw her hand flaming up, and she's real hot to the touch, so be wary around her.
Okay.
Heart shaker. The Goliath is like, what are we supposed to do with this? And she's pointing at the body laying on the deck.
Well, like, we can cover it up for now, but it might find useful information on the body at some point that we need. So,
A couple crew come over and just like throw some tarps over it, some sail cloth.
I thought vampires were supposed to, not die.
yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about vampires. I just know, no blood.
With your
Bang.
roll, that you've got normally you've got like a head vampire and you've got other little vampire spawn that sort of pop up, and the vampire spawn can die. At least I think it's different in D&D world, but in this world,
Okay.
just to fill in that little hole there.
All right.
Like normal
Who
vampires,
was,
you have to kill like in their coffin or whatever, but spawns are different.
Was she by herself, or was she with people when she got on the boat? Was she have like a group?
There was some folks at the market, but she was on her own when she got on.
Okay.
Should we go through her personal effects, find out if there's any information there?
Yeah, I think that's next course of action.
I'll dig through her pockets before they tarp her.
Okay.
Investigation?
She has. Yeah, you can go and roll it. Well, you've already rolled investigation. You've seen all that stuff on her. I think you've already gone through her pockets too, and she didn't have anything on her other than she had 9 gold and 10 copper. And
I'll give that to the captain.
where is she? There she is. That's it. That's all she had on her.
Okay, I'll give the gold to the captain. And I am reasonably certain this person is, in fact, not going to move anymore.
Probably.
Okay. I feel like maybe someone should just keep an eye on her, just in case.
She's on the deck, so she's always got someone looking at her.
Okay. Let's go to the room. I'll go back to the room, and I will head just straight for the chest.
Okay, chest is locked.
I shall unlock it.
Oh, you got lockpicks, too.
Guidance.
I do.
I will cast guidance.
Oh, what's your? Oh, you might be better at it than me.
It's likely.
Why don't you just do it then? You're a rogue.
Okay. So that is proficiency plus dex, which would be plus 6.
And have guidance.
Plus 6 in guidance. So 19, 20.
20. So you fiddle around a little bit. Takes a bit to get through these locks, but you just click it. The lock comes off. Chest opens up. She's got of the things that she brought with her, she just has like a pack with some rations in it, and which you find a little odd. She also has a book, and a inside the book as you're flipping through there, it's just sort of like a story. Nothing of interest immediately. It's just a story of this old hero who sailed around these areas, around this bay, and you find a map inside the book, like a piece of parchment, and it's like a hand-drawn map. It's kind of done on sort of a shorthand. Someone clearly has drawn this thing, meaning something to them. If you want to give me an investigation, I'll tell you if you can recognize what it's talking about, what it's showing. Ooh. Well, it is a map of the bay that you are going to be going near. Dreadsilt, there's a Dreadsilt lighthouse and Dreadsilt Bay town there, and in that whole bay, near the lighthouse, there is a big chain of islands. And it has all that sort of set in there. And a lot of these islands have been drawn in and filled in. And it looks like whoever made this map has been looking for something on these islands. And making a map of the islands.
That's a pirate town, right?
Dreadsilt is. Dreadsilt, the lighthouse, is owned by the merfolk now.
Okay.
But it is pretty heavily... You know, there's some pirates around there.
And the book that it's in, is it like a... I don't know. Is there a printing press in this world? Does this look like a...
No,
a
it's
published book, or...
Yeah, it's handwritten, but it is a like a novel.
Okay. Does it look like the same handwriting as whatever's been written on this map?
No.
Okay.
It's about some sea captain named Theron that goes and sails around a bunch of islands and in the bay, and this is from like during the Shadow Age, doing a bunch of monster killing, and you kind of skim the book, and it's just heroic fantasy.
All right.
So this is Dreadsilt? Map of just Dreadsilt?
Yeah, the Dreadsilt Bay there.
Okay.
So that's the big find is the map in there?
Mm-hmm.
And you said there was rations?
Rations.
How many days worth?
5 days. Just rolled up into a pack. And then she did have a I guess her clothes would be in there too. So she had like a coat or like a jacket and some a pack with nothing in it. A pack is in like a sling messenger bag kind of thing.
With nothing in it?
Nope. You saw her when she got on the boat though. It did have stuff in it. Presumably she took the stuff out and put it in the chest. And just tossed the bag in there.
I'll flip it inside out, just in case.
Okay. It is not magical.
Okay. I saw Rogar do that. Things popped out of it. I guess that doesn't work. Okay. Well, there's this map. It looks like
Wrecker's
maybe...
Point. Wrecker's Point. I'm trying to think of the name of the place. Wrecker's Point is where most of the stuff is drawn in there. And that's the bay that you guys are actually going to be going through here in a few days. That leads to the east is Port Illidan, to the west is Dreadsilt.
Should we show this to the captain?
We're meeting him tonight, aren't we?
Going to
Do we
Port Illidan,
believe-
that's where we're stopping at. That's like our destination.
Port Illidan is where you're going. You guys are just north of Porsus.
I know we did not think he had a motive before, but I mean, he's a sailor, right?
That he is.
So do we believe he is beyond reproach?
I think we might as well investigate it, see what we find. I mean, you think it being a captain, he'd want to head this. And he kind of... Okay, you guys go for it. I couldn't get a read on him.
He did have a magical sword.
Was anything different in here from when I looked earlier?
No.
Okay. Yes, I don't know. Maybe we should show the captain this and see if he can make anything of it. Looks like someone is looking for something in there, but I don't know what.
Let's give it a shot.
There's nothing else in the room?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Just a non-slept-in bed.
Do I know, based on my role earlier, how tough a vampire spawn would be to kill?
It probably has to do with how long they've been a vampire spawn.
Well, I know approximately how long since the scarring on her neck, right?
Yeah. Rolled what? You rolled an 18, is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
You know vampires sleep in coffins? And they have a sort of a set home spot where they have to sleep. And a lot of what makes them a vampire has to do with that. And If they don't have that, then the rules are a little different. They're a little bit weaker.
Would I know that if she would like be able to put up a fight?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you know that one. All the stories you know of vampires, they're pretty tough. However,
I
you know
want-
they make slaves and they make spawns. They make
I want
thralls. Thralls would be the
to-
word.
I want to go back to the body and check up like underneath her nails. See if there's anything there that make me looks like she fought back, and I want to look in her mouth and see if she has fangs and stuff.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check or
Right.
investigation.
I will do my own medicine check with them.
'Kay.
Actually, I will guide myself.
You already did a medicine check. You got a pretty good roll on it.
I could investigate. I could help you investigate.
My investigation and my medicine are the same, so
My investigation is +6.
that's pretty good.
You never met a Triton before? She is pretty scrawny, and pretty. You'd say,
5.
if for a typical build of, you're not really sure about Tritons, but typical build of human-like. She's a little frail. She does have fangs. Small ones.
Anything under the nails?
The nails are just dirty.
Because she can't wash them.
Because it would kill her. She couldn't go in the ocean. Technically, that's running water.
I think it has to be fresh water. I don't remember the exact thing on it. Anyway, okay,
That sounds dumb. My vampires are not scared of
Yeah,
running water.
I don't like the running water thing.
My vampires sparkle when they go in the light. That's much
Oh.
better.
Oh man.
Oh man.
The best kind of vampires.
Okay, well, I think we've hit a bit of a dead end with the investigation, other than more interrogation. Perhaps
Well,
we should ask Susanna more.
Maybe you lead that talk, because I'm not the most intimidating person.
I don't believe I am as well, but we can certainly have a chat. I'm gonna go find Susanna.
Okay, she's in the kitchen.
What do you know about Ethto?
She says, I already told your friend everything I know. Why do people keep talking to me about Ethto? It's
I was
just
trying to
some.
figure out what happened.
It's just some thing, I guess, that lives in here around here, sort of around here, I guess, north of here.
North of here?
Well, up in the bay. It's just a story that gets told around here.
Like
pull
around
up.
Reckless Point?
Yeah.
I'll show her the map. Does this mean anything to you?
While he's talking, I'm gonna look at all of her knives in the kitchen.
Okay. There's a wide variety in there.
I'm gonna start just examining them, see if there's anything.
Investigation. She looks at it. She hides upside down. She flips it over, and and she takes her a minute, but she's like, looks like a map of the area we're going to. Sort of. This is kind of poorly drawn.
And when clarify for me on this map, someone has been like crossing off things, or what? It looks like they're looking for something.
Yeah, islands have been drawn in, and like colored in, basically. Some of them are colored in, some of them aren't colored in, and not. From what that map looks like, from what the real map looks like, with your 20. Not all islands are on this map, and there's a few islands that actually are on this map that aren't on the normal map that you know of for this area.
Okay.
There's no writing on it. There's just occasional check. There's a couple X's. There's some things filled in. I'll give this with you 20 that if you're making a map for yourself, you probably aren't going to write the definitions of what everything is. You'll just kind of a shorthand scribble of what you know it means.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got nothing really other than to just keep an eye on everyone. Is it a murder if it's a vampire?
Are you asking me? Asking Susanna.
Sure. What do you think?
Well, it's probably good that there's one less vampire in the world. But if there's a murderer around here, then I'd rather not have that.
So it's only a murder if they didn't know she was a vampire?
Is that what happened?
Don't know. Just if someone killed a vampire, I'm surprised no one has come forward to say it was me and take the glory for it.
That's a good point. Did you do it?
No?
I don't know.
When she asks that, I'm gonna look up and incite her.
Okay.
Suck.
I'd read. Seems like she was wondering if Eru did it.
Does she believe me?
Not sure.
Well, what next?
Those knives are, like, really hard to read anything on those knives.
Yeah. Well.
She says, I think lunch will be ready here in an hour if you want to go ahead and head back that way. I'll bring some lunch. It'll be awkward lunch today.
Indeed.
A little bit.
While we're waiting for lunch, I want to go out and find a spot on the deck that can see, like above, a couple decks up that can see that base deck, and just sort of keep an eye of if anyone is staring at or coming close to and looking at the body.
You get about an hour, and in that hour, it's very quiet on deck. You see the crew are working and shouting back and forth, and they don't seem to be paying much attention. They're just focused on work. Of the passengers, you just see Jen, Shai, and Roland come out, and they come stand on the deck. They don't really. They look at the body or the covered body, say something to each other, and then they're sort of standing on the deck, just looking over the ocean west, saying something to each other.
Do I have any idea what they're saying?
Just from your passive, you can just tell that Roland seems to be comforting Jen Shai. Jen Shai seems to be a little broken up about something.
Okay. All right. I got no other leads right now, so I'll just wait till lunch unless someone else has an idea.
Nope.
I'll just be keeping an eye on them and the Furbolg.
Okay, everyone else goes into the room. So the Furbolg's gonna go into her room as well.
All right.
All right. Well, you can talk to the captain and that.
Oh yeah.
You can talk to him in an hour, because at lunch, everyone eventually starts coming out of the rooms. It's quiet. Captain does come down and join you for lunch. You're having fish.
Fish.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Real quiet. Everyone's kind of looking at each other, just side-eyeing each other. Captain finally breaks the silence, and he's like, all right, let's hear it. What you got so far?
A whole lot of nothing.
Well, that's not...
I'll show them the map. I'll say, first off, I'll ask you, since you're in charge, is it a murder if it's a vampire?
someone's dead on my ship. I want to figure it out.
Yeah, someone was dead when they came on your ship.
Well, I don't really know what to say about that.
When Eru says that, I want to start scanning and inciting people, just watching how they take that.
There's a lot of kind of thoughts, like a lot of questions now rather than sadness, as he says that. He says, still, someone's murdered, someone's dead. We need to figure out what happened.
They have to take someone skilled in the art of killing people to take out a vampire like that.
Oh, yeah?
So
Well, that's something. What else you got?
I'll show the captain the map. Pop it down. This was in her room. Seems she was maybe looking for something. Perhaps this Ethto? I don't know for sure.
I don't know anything about no Ethto, but these are dangerous waters. We avoid this. We're this area here. We stick to the coast, the coast, east coast. This pirate waters.
That's all the new information we have, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
you excuse me, I need to use the restroom. I'm gonna go leave the table while everyone's eating.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go into all the rooms and kind of snoop around.
Okay. Which room you going in
Aren't
first?
the rooms like within eye shot of the table?
Yeah, we're all sitting at.
Is it?
You're all sitting at the
Okay.
table, and the rooms are right there. You're basically
Okay, never
in.
mind.
Like,
Yeah,
the
never
common
mind.
area is there.
He
Okay.
looks back at him
I
like
thought
this.
I thought it
You're
was
like-
Bathroom's not in there, buddy.
never
Oh,
mind.
my bad.
X on that man. I'm gonna cast sleep on everyone.
Heart Shaker, the gold Goliath, looks over at Krog. Says, "How's your tummy?"
Much better.
He says, "I heard you're from a little place that got attacked a long time ago."
Yeah. What about you?
I think we're from the same place. I don't recognize you, though.
My clan was destroyed. What about yours?
Mine, too.
Do I recognize them at all?
Um,
Just knowing like who I traveled with and who I was with.
no, she never traveled with you.
Okay.
There was a few clans, pockets of different clans in that region. I can't remember the name of the town. But all sort of on that island. And the island kind of spread about Foresight's where you're from,
Okay.
up there, and all sort of in that vicinity, especially in the trees there, and in the cold. There was a bunch of little tribes that were in there, pocketed in there. And so, yeah.
Okay.
But you don't recognize her.
I don't recognize you.
I don't recognize
But-
you either.
I'll keep an eye on you.
Why?
I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone.
Wise advice. I don't trust
then-
anyone either.
Is your clan still alive?
They're all dead.
No one survived? What happened?
She said this monster came. The black eyes just pierced my soul. I was out hunting. I came back everyone's dead. I just saw it. It looked at me and pierced into my soul. And I've never been a coward. But I was a coward that day. Ran. And ever since then, I still see his face. I never forget it. Changed me.
I describe the killer with the red eyes to her and see if
You can see her visibly shaking. She's like going to like have a bite of fish and she starts shaking. Kind of Jurassic Park kind of thing. With the jello.
Okay.
She's like, you saw it too.
Yeah. That's who killed my clan.
You still see him?
Every night when I go to sleep, I envision it.
Every night.
Nod.
I'm gonna find him.
Where are you traveling to?
Well, there's a lot of death and destruction, from what I understand. East of this port we're going to. These lizards came in and are attacking, burning. I'm gonna check there.
Well,
Sounds-
maybe our paths will intertwine if we have the same goal in mind.
Okay, but I don't trust you.
These guys are great.
We'll see. And I eat some fish.
She puts her fish down because she hasn't been eaten.
She was just holding it.
I don't know why I was even holding this.
Just had a fish in
Psych.
her hand.
Oh no.
Do vampires have glowy red eyes?
I guess it would have like, I don't know, some movies they have like
Some
shiny eyes.
Deer retinas, yeah.
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 But you don't know any
Cat
stories of
eyes.
that.
I would suggest, Captain, that we sort of try to keep an eye on everyone tonight.
Volunteering for watch.
Certainly will if you would like. I would recommend at least 2 people.
Yeah, I'll be.
Yep.
I'll take one of them.
I think, why don't one of the humans watch you? That way we can keep an eye on you.
On me?
Yeah, well, I'm no investigator, but both of you are together. If you're the one killing people, it'd probably be best if you didn't stick with your friends and you went with one of the other ones. Vouch
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
fine. I'll go. I'll take a watch with anyone you want me to take a watch with. Don't bother me none.
Do you want to make those assignments?
Captain.
Sure. Elf. You. Points at Roland. You, Genshai, he points to, and you points to Arok. You can go next. And looks at the gnome. You think you can handle it? He says, "Oh yeah. You and you
Draws
and
the
the
short straw.
you and the red one." Points at Zarik.
Haha, Zarik drew the short straw.
Drew
I'm going to
just
assign a
starts-
crewman to each of you as well.
Good.
I nod.
All right. I'll see you back at dinner.
Sure.
I'll be in my cabin. He gets up.
All right.
What would you like to do?
Okay, I guess we just wait for
Okay.
dinner. So
Dinner comes around, real quiet again. The sun is beginning to set. And first watch was assigned to Eru, Genshai, and a crewman. Nameless crewman. We'll call him Villas.
said Roland.
Oh, yeah, Roland. Sorry, right. Roland. So Roland joins you. Its sun's going down at 8. And, well, about 7, I guess. So it's like equator time. We'll call 6 and 6. So around 7, the sun's going down. And Roland comes up to you and says, well, I suppose we're supposed to walk around. You got any ideas what we're supposed to be doing here?
Ideally, I think we are just supposed to make sure no one else dies.
We getting paid for this?
You know, I think we aren't. Maybe we should talk to the captain about that.
That's a good idea.
What do you think about all this business?
I don't know. I know we got 4 more days of this. And I don't want to be dead. But if they're just killing vampires, I don't have anything to worry about. So, I don't know. Figure if I was killing vampires, I'd be telling people.
Kind of what I thought as well.
Yeah. Make some good money. Take them fangs. Don't want to buy those. Give me a perception check.
I gotta watch this guy go and try to rip fangs out of this person's face.
A crewman comes up. Crewman Villas. He's, 16-year-old kid.
Natural 2.
Wait.
Okay. Next up was Genshai and Saren.
Oh,
And Arok.
yeah.
Is it all 3 of us, or is it just Arok and Jinsai?
Arok, Genshai, and a crewman.
Okay.
And a crewman?
Yep. So,
Genshai's the one with the ghost, right?
yeah.
Alright.
The one you guys got an argument with before. Yeah. He sees you, he's like, oh boy.
I didn't argue with him. I just stood there and listened to him talk about his ghost. So I'm going to talk to him now. So, about this ghost.
Yeah? Can we just,
You see-
play some music and not talk about this?
You seem to think it was the thing that killed this person.
Well, of course it was. Who else was it? Someone's
then
dead.
where is-
We don't know who it was. I mean, with
Where is this ghost?
well, I don't know. You can't see him. You see ghosts?
I have seen ghosts.
Well, aren't you special?
Well, I mean, every time someone dies, you see their ghost, right?
Well, for a little while.
Okay, well, how long has this ghost been haunting you?
I just said I don't really want to talk about it. About a year.
Yes. Okay.
He,
I know you
he
don't
pulls
really
out his lute and starts strumming, just like the music playing in Talespire. Boing, 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 boing.
I'll just talk over him. You might not want to talk about this, but we need to figure out what happened. And you're the only one who says they know what happened. So do you have evidence of this ghost?
Well, not this time.
I mean, not it killing this, just any evidence at all that it's actually real and not just...
Well,
in
yeah,
your
it was my best friend.
Well, tons of people die every day, and I'm sure tons of people's best friends die every day. It doesn't mean they're haunted. Do you have any evidence of this ghost existing?
You're just like a
around
big
you?
bag of sunshine, aren't you?
I
Look, I could just play a song and we can just sit here and act like we're looking. We don't have to talk. The crewman with you, Emna.
Yeah.
She says, I've seen a ghost before. You're real
See,
young.
There you go, right there. She's seen. Is it she or a he?
She.
She's seen a ghost before.
Yeah. We were talking and we were in with the elves, and it was kind of dark, so we were staying overnight and then leaving in the morning, and then just like walking along the street, there was this ghost. I went and I got my buddy and we went and looked at it, but But when I came back, it was gone.
Yes, that sounds completely plausible.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back at him and I'm like,
He's strumming
See?
away, not paying attention.
normal people can see ghosts. So where is this ghost?
Well, I guess he's on this ship. Maybe if we're lucky, he'll get you next. But that wouldn't be my luck.
Oh my goodness.
I am not scared of ghosts.
You will be. You.
You will be.
That sounded very threatening. I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure it was a ghost?
Well, he is a ghost, and he terrorizes me because he blames me for what happened.
How often does he terrorize you?
That's why I'm leaving. Apparently, he knows where I'm going now.
How would he know where you were going?
Because he's got eyes and he's looking at me. How do you know where anyone goes?
I ask them because if they left my eyesight, I wouldn't know where they went.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Eric doesn't have object permanence.
If I threw you off the boat, I would know you were in the ocean. But after we were a day away, I wouldn't know where you were. See what I'm saying?
You have a dagger?
I do not own a dagger.
Let me see what you got in your bag there.
Sure. And I start pulling out tons of stuff. I pull out a full suit of armor. I pull out a bedroll.
Out of your bag of holding?
Yeah, it's a bag of holding. So I'm like, there's a shield in here, and I pull a fishing pole out.
Oh, hey, look at that. I didn't know that was still
I
in
got a
this.
fishing
He's like
pole.
strumming, but he's like just hitting wrong notes and everything out of tune. Trying to act calm.
I've got all my tools for making various things.
You don't have a dagger in there?
I do not have a dagger in here. Why would I need a dagger?
You ever kill a vampire before?
No. I've never killed a vampire before.
If
I've never even seen a vampire. Well, before this one.
All right. Can we just go back to playing?
Well, it sounded like you were about to say something. Are you about to say something about how you'd like to kill a vampire?
No. I just play my music.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll just sit down.
Does he get a perception check?
I'll do insight on him.
go for it.
Nope.
Your passive can tell you that he. What is your passive? What's your passive? Is 11?
What is it? 10 plus
Plus 3, so 13.
13.
13 insight. And perception is 13 also?
My perception is 11.
Okay, you're right. I just had your name in your wrong.
I'm proficient in insight.
Okay. But your passive will tell you his face is getting a little red. He's a little bit
Drunk.
flustered, a little bit
Flustered.
angry. You can see that he's a little angry.
All right. Whatever.
Okay, your watch is up. You gonna go get
Actually, how long's our watch?
3 hours?
Was he around for the detect magic?
I guess it'd be about 4 hours total. Yeah,
Was he around
for the
for-
detect
okay.
magic. Yeah, he was.
Did he have anything magical?
Mm-mm.
He's the one that's with Lily, the girl with the necklace, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait a little bit of time and I'll be like, since you don't want to talk about your ghost, do you know about your cursed friend?
Who?
Lily, the bald girl.
That's her name. Remember
Yes.
that.
Sure. Do you know anything about her curse?
Well, no one does. So we're going to find out.
I could potentially tell you what the curse is.
How?
I could identify the magic item that she has and tell you what it does.
You can try, but she's pretty closed off. I don't know if she'll let you even look at it.
Well, that's the thing.
She
You're her
just-
friend. You could help her be convinced to allow me to see what is ailing her.
Well, I don't know if I'm convinced by you, though. You're not very nice. And I think,
I'm perfectly nice. I'm just straight to the point.
It's a thing all nice people say.
I don't need to weave a tale. I just need to know answers. I can give you an answer.
well, you can talk to yourself. I don't know. I won't be able to do you any good.
Is she next on the watch?
No, Yanlin, the gnome, and Zarik.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
Fine. I'm good.
Okay. Time passes quietly as he strums his guitar, or his lute. And next watch is coming up.
If I'm awake for this, I will also step out up onto the deck.
Okay. Step out onto the deck. You go back and get you go get Zarik. Zarik, it is your watch. You and a crewman Julian, come to the cabins. Yanlin does not come out of his quarters. His room cabin.
I asked the boy, where is Julian?
Boy.
I don't know. Captain just said come meet you and the gnome and keep an eye out.
I told him to stay there and I'll go get him.
Kind of peering in through the door.
I'll knock on his door.
Okay. No answer.
Is it unlocked?
It is unlocked.
I open it
Okay.
with my sword out.
Open the door. We'll open it up here. In the room, you find a dead gnome. On the ground, you see... well, tell me what you do. Before you step in, there's a gnome dead on the ground. And there's a lot of blood.
Okay. Can I see where the blood leads to?
The blood is in a pattern on the ground. The pattern is in the shape of this pattern is a like a wheel, like a star, an 11 pointed star, and there's like an eye in the middle. So they've taken the blood and they've like smeared this design on the ground.
All right. I go out, get Arrow. Because Arrow's awake,
What's
is that
going
right? All right. I bring him to the room. I say, come with me.
Okay.
Open the door. I point.
What do I recognize? Anything?
So you see Ianlin, and he is dead, and he is laying in the corner, like on one of the spokes of this 11-pointed star, with his blood drawn in this, with an eyeball in the middle of this symbol of him. The bed is not made, and give me an investigation for anything else.
I want to go and look at the gnome.
Teen. Let's say don't move anything just yet.
Okay. What is it?
His
Investigation.
the chest is open. Not his chest, but the chest that his stuff is
Oh
stored
no!
into is open. And you can see his dagger is in there and bloody. His what else does this guy have? He had a book, a journal looks like in there, as well as some clothes and a pack, and a that's it, and some like a barber kit, like a shaver and a blade, some scissors.
Does it look like you have like knife wounds in him? Or is it,
Did
like,
you roll
sword
and
wounds?
investigate?
Uh, 13.
Okay. He, and Eru is looking at this too. He, does have a knife wound, in his neck. The other thing that's noticeable about him with that investigation, both of you, is he's like laying at one of the points of the star. Also, there's this. It's almost like there's not as like there's a lot of blood on the floor, but there's not as much blood as there should be. If that makes sense.
Do I recognize what this symbol is?
Give me a history check.
Wait, did we all get woken up?
No,
I
not
think
yet.
just you and Zarik are in there.
Not me. I'm asleep.
19.
No, you don't recognize it.
Okay. So I'll get the captain, and I'll go knock on the captain's door.
This is the captain.
I am the captain now.
I am
Okay.
the captain.
He opens the door. What is it?
I'm afraid there's some bad news.
What? Say it.
Yanlin is dead.
He closes his eyes. All right, let's see it.
It's right over there. I'm going to go get Saren. I'll go in there and wake up Saren. And if anyone else is asleep, I'll just... Oh, it's been 2 washes, so they've gotten their as much rest as they're going to get anyway, so I'll wake everyone up.
Captain comes down, and then that crewman that was with Zarik comes in, and he runs out, and you can see he's gotten some crewmen, and they come running in to come look. And they're standing around it. Captain's like, all right, back to your post. Get out of here.
Does the symbol mean anything to you, Captain?
He looks at it. Nope. What do you think?
It looks like his knife was what was used.
Yeah. Also in investigation, you can see there's burn marks on him as you kind of looks like his chest. I should start kind of investigating. You see a lot of burn marks on him.
Where's Lily?
You asking me?
I'm asking anyone else who's in this room if they happen to know. I'm going to look at the dagger. Does it have any burn marks on it, on the handle?
No.
Can I tell if... I guess I can't dust it for fingerprints. Can I tell, like, what size of a hand recently used it? Is there a way to know?
Give me medicine check, or give me investigation, I guess, if you're searching for the dagger.
17.
None of that you can tell, but it's just a dagger that is bloody on the blade. But the
But
hand
it's
is
sitting,
in the chest.
like, does it look like it was thrown in the chest, or like it was set in the chest? Or
it's sitting on the pack that had the clothes in it. Just like sort of sitting there next to it.
Is there anything to tell me that this was like... Is there any way I can tell if this was like calmly set there or just tossed aside?
There's some blood around it, so maybe it was. Yeah, I'll give you a tossed in.
Okay. And are there any footprints through any of this blood?
What was your investigation roll?
17.
You do pick up a little smidgen of a footprint. But it it makes its way out the door, but then you pick it up. After that, you lose it.
Can I tell what kind of shoe or boot or what size?
Normal, like human-sized.
Well, I think Lily is top suspect now. Given these burn marks and the fact that that is a human-sized footprint. I've woken everyone up. If anyone has anything to say.
Oh, okay. How'd you...
Okay.
Wait, I didn't know if you came and got me yet.
Yeah, I thought it was just you and Zarika Wake.
Whenever we were on that ship with were those ghosts, those invisible people that were running that ghost ship?
Yeah, what about them?
They were ghosts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they told you that, like, they kind of filled you in a little bit about, like, I think I alluded to it, like, they'd been a ghost a long time, and so, like, the more incorporeal they became the longer they were ghosts, the more incorporeal they became.
I'm going to cast See Invisibility, and I am just going to start going through the ship everywhere, around everyone.
Okay.
Are you telling
See
me?
if I
Are you
see
telling
anyone.
anyone that you're doing it?
I will
Okay.
tell Eru.
I will go with you then.
The door to Genshai, Lily, and Roland opens up, and they go step out and look at it. Everyone else comes out, sees what's going on.
So, Eru and they walked off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now Lily comes out.
Now everyone's starting to come out. With all the ruckus.
Are we gone yet, or are they coming out as we're leaving?
No, they're coming out as you're leaving.
I want to look at them, look around them, and see if there's anything I can see with my See Invisibility.
You don't see anything.
Okay, I'm just going to start going through everything then.
Okay.
I want to look at Lily's shoes.
They look clean.
I am
You
going
can
to
take
approach.
them, like, you can just see the outside. She's not giving them to you.
Yeah.
I will approach Roland and Lily. And I will listen. I think I can tell you what's wrong with your friend.
He did it again, didn't he? Genshai speaks up.
Who did it again?
Gothri.
Oh, the ghost. Yes, the ghost. I'm sorry. No, I don't think it was the ghost.
Who else was it? We're all right here. How could anyone sneak in there?
Anyways, I can identify the magic item that you have, and it will I can tell you what is wrong with you.
No thanks.
No, you don't want to know? The person who is dead in the other room has burn marks on them. You clearly have some sort of fire power. We
No, I
saw
don't.
it earlier.
You didn't see that.
I didn't see that?
Saren did.
Sarah saw that.
Dang.
I think I only told Eru.
Alright, that's fine. I'll look at her friend, Roland. What do you think about this? Here is your opportunity. I am giving you the opportunity to know what is wrong.
What can you do? What can you do? Accent.
I can cast a spell, and I will know what the item is, and I can tell you what the item does.
Is this, like, we have to do this now? We've got this. He points in the room. This is kind of freaky.
It is kind of freaky, but
I will walk over to them.
Who found this?
I'll point to our little kobold, Zarik.
Okay, where were you at?
Watch.
Yes, he was on watch, and I think that the gnome was supposed to be on watch with him, and he came to get him.
Can we see your? Let's take a look at your weapons.
I don't own any weapons.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Zarik.
I unsheath my sword.
See what else you got.
That's really about it.
Stop deflecting from what I'm saying. Look at me directly. I am giving you the option to know what is wrong with your friend. Now, either you are looking far more suspicious every moment, or you just want to know.
Why
I
would,
have asked you multiple times, and you have deflected my question.
why
every
would she
single
kill
time.
the gnome and then the Triton? There's no way.
Because she is potentially cursed by an infused magical item.
How long is this
That
gonna
is
take?
why.
She looks at him.
10
She's like,
minutes, I think.
Yeah,
So just
I can.
let him do it.
It'll take 10 minutes.
All right. Well, let's. Can we do this like away, in here? And Roland kind of motions you into their room.
Fine.
I want to go in there too.
Yeah.
I'm going in
No,
there.
no.
Uh-oh.
Just one of you.
No, I think I should go in.
Well, then this isn't gonna happen.
Just stay outside, Zarik.
Well, then one of you have to come out then.
Then we just won't do it. This is
Can
a
the ghost
This is a
man- can-
personal matter.
The ghost man can't stand outside the door.
Genshai's not gonna go in there. Just Roland and Lily.
Okay. Is this okay with everyone?
Just Roland, Lily, and A-Rock.
That's fine.
Roland says, only you. This is between the three of us. There's no need to be, like, shouting about all this stuff. It's a good way to get a witch hunt going.
That's fine.
Shut the door.
All right. I'll go in there and shut the door.
Saren and I will continue looking through the ship with invisibility up, I suppose.
Captain's looking at Zarik and saying, what is he, an idiot? There's a murder out here, and he's out there walking around. Shakes his head.
I shake my head with him.
Shake my head with it.
I said, I trust you. Go figure out what's going on here. You have any daggers?
I do not.
You don't? I thought almost everyone had a dagger.
It's
like a
actually,
pretty
don't have
basic
one.
thing. I have two.
I do. I have a
You're a
dagger.
rogue.
I think I got the one whenever I got someone. I got it off of someone. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I have three. I have three daggers.
He's got like daggers all up and down the front of his body. He's like, I've never stabbed anyone.
What? Nah, it
stab
wasn't
wound?
me.
Who could that be? I wasn't in the room.
3 daggers and a small knife. I've got.
You're that guy that everyone knows who has a knife at all times.
Yep.
Oh man, I just got a package. You need this knife.
Okay, so the two of you are in, or the three of you are in the room.
Yep.
She sits down.
Okay,
He stands. And watches.
fine. All right. I will cast Identify.
Okay.
as a ritual.
Well, you gotta look at it first. So, on her chest, it's not a necklace.
Oh.
It's like a gem in her chest.
Oh.
So he slowly pulls like her tabard down and shows you. And it's just like
Uh,
embedded in her chest.
Can I do some kind of check on this before I roll? Like, have I seen anything like this?
You've not
I went
seen
to
it.
Okay. I went to a school for magic and like.
You can roll a check for it.
Arcana.
Arcana.
Okay. $20.
Nice.
On your Arcana check, you've
It's fine if I don't
Yeah,
know anything.
you
You
not-
don't have to give me anything.
it's pretty like it's not you've never heard anything like this before. Someone just has a gem in their chest. That's not.
Yeah. Magical
That's
gems,
weird.
but not embedded in someone.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to identify it.
Okay. Is that a ritual you're doing?
Yep.
Okay.
10 minutes.
It is a it's a what's the word? I can't think of the word. I should have written it down. Like a what the Palantir. What are the orb? Scrying orb.
Oh,
It's a scrying stone. It has the same properties as a scrying orb. And a chest. Also, it gives her a plus to all fire abilities.
plus to all fire abilities.
Any fire magic. It's gonna give her a bonus to it.
Okay, so I'll finish this ritual. And I'll ask him. I'll ask Roland and her. So, you don't. I'll just look at her. You don't know any magic outside of this. You weren't magically inclined before whatever this is happened.
Sometimes things would happen. Just, I don't have any power. It just happens.
Was that before the stone was in your chest?
Okay, 1 second. I just, I started seeing this person one night. I kind of blacked out. And when I woke up, I had a bit of a vision that night where, like, I was burning, and I saw this figure, this like robed figure, but they're on fire, and I see them all the time.
Did they look familiar?
No. Sometimes when I get scared or whenever I get angry, things happen. I burned my house down and we had to leave.
And you black out and you don't remember what happened.
I only blacked out the one time.
Oh. Sure.
And as she says that, you see this little. It's pretty clear to you, like a lick of fire goes up her arm. As she says that quickly, and a little angrily. And she closes her eyes and calms down. And
I look
Roland
up at
puts
Roland when
puts
she
a
does
hand
that.
on her shoulder. Says, I think it's probably enough for right now.
You want me to tell you what it is?
Well, yeah, you know what it is. Let's do a break real quick first.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Okay.
right back.
Gonna grab some water.
Yeah.
All right. Find him eventually. Anyway, we're back.
We're back.
We're back?
We're back.
Hey.
Okay, so you're sitting in the room, in the human's room with Roland,
Roderick.
and Lily. Start with an R. Roland and Lily.
Gotcha.
Lily has said that she's got a gem on her chest that she just sort of woke up and had it. And she says she's not the bad guy.
Yep.
And what did you ask Roland as we broke?
Oh, I was going to tell him what the stone was.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Tell him with everything.
Yeah, I'll tell him everything.
Okay.
The stone is a scrying stone, blah, blah, blah. It enhances fire ability. And if it's a scrying... And also, if it is a scrying stone, that could be how this entity that she sees keeps track of her at all times.
Well, how did she get it? She just woke up and it was there.
Wait. I know what warlocks and everything are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a few possibilities of how that could be. One, someone breaks in, casts a magical sleep, implants it, leaves. I suppose the other thing is she could be a unwilling warlock, or she has natural abilities like a sorcerer, and someone came to possess her to claim those abilities. And this is a way to keep track of them.
Well, I still think our best bet is to go to those priests of Aravel, and They know about fire, and this is a fire thing. She didn't do any of this, though. You can see that now, right? We were in
I
the
look at
room
her.
the whole time with her.
So, okay. You were in the room the whole time with her.
Yeah.
Were you awake the whole time you were in the room with her?
Well, I mean, I sleep pretty light, and you know, a creak, a floorboard creaks, I wake up.
Yes, but she potentially has either magical abilities or is being possessed by a clearly magical being. She could very easily.
Possessed. No, we would have seen something like that. It wouldn't be something that just pops up while she's sleeping on a boat. It would have happened before then. We would have seen something.
I mean, are you 100% sure?
Well, yeah, why? I don't see how... First off, I don't think she could even hurt that Triton. See how big she was?
Yes, but I feel like you seem to be glossing over the point that if she has untapped magical powers, or a being has granted her magical powers in trade for her body unwillingly, then she has very much the potential to kill anyone on this ship, regardless of size.
What do you suggest? I'll keep a watch on her. We can lock her in. We'll keep our door shut. Put a chair on her or something. We'll keep an eye on her.
You can stay in here and keep an eye on her, but we need people outside the door keeping an eye on it as well.
Okay.
As much as it is not pleasant, odds are, whether she knows it or not, she is the person who is doing these attacks.
Well, I don't know. Well, wait a minute. You and your group come in here. You got all these magic abilities. You got all these weapons. What makes you think? Why are you any more innocent than us? Or guilty than us? We're not doing anything.
Here's the thing. She's the only other person on the ship with magical abilities. Everyone else went into the zone of truth and said,
I saw
no.
that fella you're with casting spells. I saw you casting spells. Don't go telling me we're the only ones with magic. I saw you.
She is the only person with magic on this ship who does not know how to use her magic.
Exactly. You think she could
Yes,
kill 2 people without anyone knowing it? There's no way.
Absolutely. She has a scrying stone in her chest. Someone is keeping track of her. If she is being possessed, or if she is doing things, she very well doesn't know. And you could not know, and no one knows.
Well, I don't think that's right, and I'm going to be watching you.
I'm an expert on magical objects. I'm not just someone who's telling
like
you this.
someone who can murder using magic objects, you're saying?
No, I would not murder in this way. I punch people.
All right, I'll go take a look at that body then.
You are more than welcome to take a look at that body.
I think it's best if you leave now. If you're done accusing my friend. I appreciate what you did.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just letting you know that the potential for her to be the suspect is great.
Well, I'll keep an eye on her. But don't go telling anybody any of this. We'll agree to let you come in here and look at it and tell us what you know. And understand that you keep things quiet. This isn't when... Imagine if folks around here hear there's some magic gem stuck in her chest. Well, they'd be banging out the door and coming to kill her. Thinking she's some sort of murderer.
I understand. I will not say anything, but you have to see the correlation.
I'll watch her.
The body has burns on it. She very clearly has some sort of fire power. She sees a being made of fire in her sleep. she she just had flames come off of her body.
Well, was there any fire on the other one, the Triton? Any burns there?
Even if there was no fire on the Triton, there was fire on the second one.
Well, it sounds
doubt
like
anyone-
maybe you got different people. Maybe someone's casting fire or burning someone with a torch, and someone else is
Did
stabbing.
this guy have a knife?
He had one, yeah.
He had the matching knife that worked,
no,
right?
no. The matching knife was on Ianlin, the gnome,
Okay.
the dead gnome.
Crap, we should have asked the gnome if he lent the knife out to anyone.
Seems like something that he probably would say. If we're like, hey, this knife
not.
matches that thing, and he's like,
too busy.
That's neat.
He's too busy talking about volcanoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he said it was. I
Okay.
doubt he would loan it to anybody. He was like, "This is my one keepsake I had from when my house got exploded."
Did Saren find anything?
Nothing with detect invisibility.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing.
The invisibility.
All right. Whenever a rock comes out, I'll ask him what he discovered, if it's any use to our case.
No.
Lily and Roland come out a little after, and they go into the room where the gnome is to look.
I will watch them look and try to gauge their reaction.
They are quietly talking to each other. And they just
Can I
kind of,
listen?
you can try.
All right. Oof.
I ask A-Rock, are you certain? Because the resemblance is...
Zarik, you would not have any of the information that I just get. You would not be able to ask that question.
Oh yeah, what I know about the fire?
You, it's hard. They're being very quiet as to not be heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're talking. They're saying some things to each other, looking around, pointing at a couple things, and they come back out. Go back in their room.
Well, I'm gonna look at something before they go back in the room. I need to see what I can do here.
If we don't
You guys
find
can do something else
anything-
while I do this.
If we don't find anything, I will head back to the room and start investigating those symbols and stuff that are around the body.
Okay.
If I know anything about it.
Give me a history check.
Yeah, it's guidance on myself. Ooh, 19.
19. Not enough to give you anything. Do not recognize the symbol, but you do recognize that the body is at one of the points. Is laying at one of the points. I think I gave Isaac before. There's an 11. It's an 11-point star, and at one of the points is where the body's laying.
11-point star. How many people are on the boat? Like how many passengers, not crewmen?
What? I didn't know there were symbols on the ground around the body.
There was 7 total. Yeah,
But I-
seven passengers and then 15 crew, and then the captain and the cook and first mate. But that's in the 15.
I didn't realize there were symbols around the body. What are the symbols?
The blood of the gnome has been drawn a symbol, an 11-pointed star with an eye in the middle. And the gnome is at
religion check
one of the points. Try it.
or Arcana?
Whatever you want to roll.
I'll do religion and Arcana. Well, it's not religion, tell you that. Or I don't know if it's religion. 23 on Arcana.
Nothing comes up. Arcana. Nothing
Okay.
doesn't ring a bell.
Terrible with names. Who's the guy that's says he's haunted?
Genshai.
Jen
Chai.
Yeah, I got a nice easy name for it.
Is he out here?
Yeah, he's out there. He's
Is
kind of
there
keeping,
anything
he's kinda
around
keeping
him
watch on the
with
door
my,
that they're in.
With my see invisibility, do I see anything
No.
crowding him or anything? Nothing.
Mm-mm.
I'll go
I
up to
will-
him.
Okay.
Hey, Oh, you said you were haunted before.
I still am.
I don't think that's true. I can cast a spell that lets me see invisibility, and there's nothing around you. There's
Well, maybe-
nothing over you.
Maybe he's not here right now, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Do you notice the difference when he shows up?
Well, he just sort of terrorizes me. He just
Was-
start some things like just like tearing up a room of mine in my house. He poisoned my neighbor back home.
Is Lily always with you?
Well, no, we just met just about a couple weeks ago. Her and Roland, we all met in that port town I can't remember the name of.
You've been haunted for a while before this.
Well, yeah, ever since the day that he died. Well,
How long ago was that?
about a week after he showed up. That was about a year ago.
All right. Airrock, did you find out anything?
Yes, I was going to tell you guys about that. Well, I'm not going to give you exact details because I gave my word. But I will tell you, we're not next to this guy anymore, are we? I'll pull you
Not
aside.
if you don't want to be.
He just leans in.
Yeah. I'll pull him aside and I'll get Arrow too. Listen, I gave my word I wouldn't say what I figured out. But I will say this. We should keep an eye on that door at all times. If they leave, we keep an eye on them the whole time they are out. But especially at night, we need to keep an eye on that door.
Especially Lily.
Okay.
Everyone seems to be dying at night, while everyone is asleep. Someone needs to keep an eye on her at all times. Roland thinks he is keeping an eye on her, but he obviously has blind spots.
Okay.
Maybe we just talk to the captain, make that a rule. No matter what, everybody's at least watching somebody when they're sleeping.
I honestly don't think it is anyone else.
I know, I'm just saying to protect everyone. As long as if someone's sleeping, as long as they got somebody there protecting them, looking over them.
Yes, everyone in pairs, one person always awake in that pair.
I'll go let the captain know.
I think it's better with two.
What's better with two?
Two people are always awake.
I don't know that there's enough people for that, but yeah, sure, whatever.
I'll go find the captain and let him know.
He's
what
on
I think we
he's
should
on
do.
deck.
Hey, Captain. I think going forward we need to have everybody at least pair up. One
Oh.
stays awake, one sleeps.
We just tried that.
Well, I mean, I'm talking everybody at all times.
Who was on watch when this happened?
That would be Zarik and supposed to be the gnome. And one of your guys.
Well, I understand he wasn't ever on watch. We died before that.
He never showed up.
Who was on watch when he died?
Eru and one of your guys and Roland.
No, we don't know.
No, it was me.
It could have been.
Oh.
It could have been. It could have
Yeah,
been
we don't know.
whenever I was on watch. It could have been when Arok was on watch. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds to me we've got 6 suspects. Happens sometime during the watch, right? What'd you find out about the body?
Stab wounds. Placed in a weird ritual type layout.
Think
Other
this,
than that,
you think the same thing as the last one? The last one
The-
didn't do any of that.
Did the knife wounds look kind of maybe stabbed in the same areas?
No, this knife was just one knife wound in the neck.
Hmm.
You
Is
never
there a
did.
knife
You,
wound in the neck of the?
no, just 3 in the back. You didn't do a medicine check on the body, by the way.
I'll do a medicine check on this
Why
one.
don't you roll that for me?
Yeah. He'll go back and.
I
do
will
medicine.
guide myself.
The captain will come with you as you go in there and look.
Oh, come on. 17.
Okay, so the as far as the body, you look at the shirt and you can see that his chest is very burned. You can see little burn marks before his chest is very burned, and it's just one single knife wound in the neck, and this body is there's not a lot, like what blood is out there is making the thing in the deck. There's no other blood that you can really see that's in the body. Like, it's pretty much been drained. There's a little bit coming out, but there's nowhere near as much blood as there should be out
I
of it.
will check all over the body and see if there's any bite wounds.
Yeah, your medicine tells you there's nothing else wrong with him.
Where did all the blood go?
I'm gonna
Does
go-
it look like the blood did it come from the stab wound, or was it like the blood was added after the fact?
It looks like it came from the wound.
Can I look underneath his room?
Yeah.
Is it like dripping underneath, or is it?
There's not
Soft.
really enough blood for that. There's a store, some like store down and below deck is like a big storage area. Just of like tables and chairs and blankets and just
Barrels of blood.
random junk. No barrels of blood.
Barrels.
Well, I got nothing. This 11, Dwayne, does the 11-point star, does that ring any bells for me? Does it signal anything?
Does not.
Is the number 11 important in anything that I would know about?
Not that your check notices.
Okay.
Does it ring any bells to that star that appeared in the sky? The new star?
You can roll a history check. I don't think did you ever roll one?
God, my history. I probably didn't because my history is terrible.
You're probably not going to get it then. Because we rolled 19.
18.
Oh man, oh somebody 19.
Guide yourself.
You can
Do what?
retroactively guide yourself.
Sure. Here comes a 1. A 2. I got
What'd you, at
20.
20?
I say I can roll a history. I didn't even
The
think about
guy
that.
that's the guy that's
I
bad
rolled a
at-
natural
Oh,
20.
Natural 20.
yes. Thank
Oh.
God.
So you have Sarah, and you're in there, and you're like, I think I've seen this symbol before. There's your accent. You don't like. It does seem familiar. Like you think you have seen this symbol before, like in a library somewhere, maybe somewhere with the folks at the henge at your monastery or whatever your temple. And then A-Rock goes in there and says, "Oh yeah, that's Lamu."
Man, I forgot about
You
that
told
earlier.
us about that earlier.
Lamu, you know, is a mythological water elemental god. It's sort of like a dead god. Like no one talks about Lamu anymore. Lamu's long time ago. He's just sort of forgotten. Just some god that sort of terrorized the seas. You know of some sailors that like, don't let Lamu get you. But,
Like Davy Jones.
Yeah, pretty much. So, so you can associate Lamu with some demonic and water elemental and evil sailor stories, basically. Storm's coming. Here's Lamu, but that's a long time ago.
I'll go up to the captain. You ever heard of Lamu?
La what?
Okay, never mind.
I'll ask Arok. Is that him being at that point on the symbol have any significance?
Well, DM.
That does not have any significance in your even with your 20.
Okay. No.
Well, I think it might have significance, but not that you know of. How about that?
Gotcha.
It's like,
I want to
I keep
go
getting
out.
this
Is it
weird feeling
nighttime?
that it is.
Now it sounds it's like dawn. This happened at the beginning, so I guess it's like twilight, early morning.
There's my bedtime reminder.
So we can't see stars or anything.
You can see a few, and you can see the new star. It shows up in the morning.
Does
Right.
it line up with this map at all, or this symbol?
Like with a map and the star and all that. You don't see any.
Yeah. No correlation.
No, but it does it rises early in the morning. So like right before twilight is when that one rises.
I'm gonna just start asking everybody if they know anything about Lamu.
You get
Susanna, she knows stuff.
a whole lot of never heard of Lamu.
All these sailors never heard of Llama.
They roll pretty bad.
I guess
I'll
Llama
ask.
can't get you if you don't know.
I'll ask Roland and Lily.
I just rolled 3 2s.
Have either of you ever heard of Lamu?
No, that's something you eat.
Maybe.
What is okay?
Something that eats you.
If I knew exactly what Lamu was, what are the details that I know about this? Other than just what you just said, just like that he's an old god that no one really knows about anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real, like, you read a book one time. You read a lot of books. So one of the books you had at one point was mentioned Lamu, and you had that symbol there. Just some old, like, ancient history book that was, like, referencing old history, because there's not a lot of old history books around.
There's no relation to Ethto either?
Not that you know of.
Fantastic. Okay.
Well, I still got nothing then.
Captain goes to Sarah and says, how about this? We got 6 folks, 6 people that we suspect they're awake when this happens. Why don't we lock them up for tonight?
Yeah, we can do that. Sorry, Eru.
Okay, but that doesn't make any sense.
We gotta do
Your
something.
crew can vouch for all of us, and we can vouch for your crew.
Actually, this could work out great if everyone is in the same room asleep. And we have a guard that watches the entrance to the room.
Well, why are they haunting you and terrorizing you? We got a whole crew downstairs. They're not getting hurt.
I mean, I haven't been terrorized. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just been those folks.
Neither have I.
I'll post a guard. I'll post a guard in this room tonight.
Yeah, it could very well be random chance that it wasn't one of the crewmen.
All right. Well, I'm going back to bed.
I feel that. My body's not used to midnight on Thursday.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? I have to be up really early tomorrow.
Okay. So are we in the brig, or do we convince him that was silly?
As he's walking away, he's like, well, somebody killed him. I want to know who.
I think it was probably
Get everyone
not
out.
one of those
Get everyone
six.
out here. Let's figure this out right now. Yeah, go get him.
Let's just fight.
Fight.
Whoever suddenly becomes God King is the one who
I'll walk
murdered
around
him.
and stab everyone, and if one of them doesn't die, we'll know that's the guy.
That was the
So-
plan all along.
He gets everyone to come up on deck. We got the whole everyone's there, crew and the passengers. He says, "All right, let's figure this out. One of us, maybe 2 of us, out there killing. And I'm not going to run a good business with a lot of killing. So let's figure this out. Who did it? Who suspicions? Let's hear them. And Genshai starts to raise his hand.
No, shut up, Jinshai.
Roland grabs his hand, puts it down. Heartshaker says, "I think that one." He points at Eru. She points at Eru. Look at him. Got that knife. Sneaking around. First day, he wasn't even there. I say we throw him overboard just to make sure nothing happens.
But what if you do throw him overboard and it happens again?
Well, then we know we got the wrong person.
And you can live with it?
Yep. I've seen a lot of death. In my day, one more is not going to hurt me.
Well, then why not just let it go one more night?
Because I don't want to be me. I don't want it to be me, I mean.
You don't look
I think
like a
we should all,
pushover. Look at him. You're an 8-foot tall person. I think out of everyone on the crew, it's not going to be you. So far, it was a frail fish person and a gnome.
Yeah. What's all this nonsense about? Blood drawn and all that. I hear there's daggers in both of them.
Do I know who of us has the best, like, intimidation?
Me.
Is it?
I mean,
From the
should be.
background, you hear, me.
That's very scary.
I'm the most
My-
intimidating.
I'm proficient at. Oh, okay, never mind. It's +2. Unless Krug might have a better one.
No?
Seems like it's me.
I know, believe it or not. It's crazy.
I'm not very intimidating.
Okay, I want to go over to Zarik quietly. Maybe if people start to argue a bit, I want to go over to Zarik and say, "Do you think you can upset Lily enough to make her angry?"
I'll try.
Do you
Just
know
accuse her.
about this?
Do anything you can. Tell her everyone knows it was her.
Alright. I'm gonna grab it. Lily aside.
I do not.
Don't take her aside. Do it right in front of everyone.
Oh, alright. Okay, I'll start intimidating her.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me what you're going to do?
I say that.
Big group of people. You've got like 20 people here right now, 21 people. All standing on deck. All in a group. Kind of bunched up. People are all pointing fingers and looking at each other. You see Roland and Lily are being real quiet. Genshai is just like, I know who it was. Gothry. Heartshaker like moves from person to person. I think it was you. I'll throw you overboard. Elwindith is the Furbolg is pointing fingers at the humans, Genshai and Roland. Captain's just sitting there just shaking his head. The first mate is just looking at the captain, shaking his head. And then they see some of the crew are starting to argue back and forth. Well, I saw him. He was fine. It wasn't this guy. Well, I didn't see him. Maybe it was this guy. So they're just going back and forth. And so we're starting to get a little noisy on deck. And you walk up to Lily.
Okay. I'll start shouting to Lillian. I think we all know it's you.
My name is Lily, not Lillian.
Whatever. Lillian, I think we all know it's you.
That was good intimidation.
Give me that.
Good.
Give me that intimidation check. I'm
We all
shaking.
know it's you.
I think everyone knows it was you.
She snaps back and
15.
looks at you,
Oh, snap.
and she says, "How dare you? Clearly, it was not me."
Then who else could it be?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't me. Roland steps in. I was like, whoa,
I say
What's-
silent.
what's this all about?
Tell him to be quiet. I shout at his face and I tell him to be quiet.
Give me another intimidation. I'm trying to intimidate
Oh
him.
man.
I should not got rid of that dice.
Come on, Zarik.
14.
Okay. He does not back down. And he says, you listen here. You stand back.
People are dying.
Yep. And you're not helping things. He goes to grab you.
Uh-oh.
You gonna let him grab you?
No.
Okay. Make me.
No, string.
I'll just try. He's gonna try to get your AC. He does not. So he goes to grab and he misses you. You step aside and he says, "You listen here. You stay away from us. If I see you again, it won't.
What will you do?
I'll kill you."
No.
I'd like to see you try.
Lily is like puts her hand on him and trying to calm him down.
I'm gonna step in and cast Calm Emotion.
Oh, no, don't do it.
Is that a save I need to make, or is that just
Yeah.
happen?
It's a save,
Of what?
or you can choose to accept it. DC is Charisma 14.
Okay.
It's for everyone. Anyone in a 20-foot radius.
Okay. Yep. Everyone's
What
in
is it?
here. Calm emotion. 14.
14 what?
Charisma?
Wisdom.
I'm
Is that
just
right?
gonna say
wisdom?
I failed it, and I feel real calm.
Charisma, like you said?
Oh, wow.
My charisma is -2.
Oh, nope.
I accept it.
So you two calm down. Roland and Lily do not seem to calm down.
I'm going to try to step behind one of my party so that Lily can't see my face.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast message to her. And I'm going to whisper to her, "Let it out. Let it out."
Okay. I need everyone to make a deck save.
What
As
just happened?
Lily is standing there and she just freezes. And all of a sudden, you see these flames start to lick off of her and rush down her body, and then this explosion of fire
Whoa.
erupts from Lily.
Ooh, is this when my shield thing kicks in?
As everyone makes me a
you
deck
said it.
save.
I
If
love
you
a dex
have
save.
evasion, you may use it. Because this is
No one has
a
evasion yet.
deck save.
I think the shield thing would work, wouldn't it?
Oh, not
Um,
20.
Shield
That's
thing only
20,
works
you take
if it
nothing.
is-
I just
if it is only targeting you.
gracefully somersault.
I'm gonna roll my deck save. Did I make it?
What'd you get? I'm not looking.
18.
D&D Beyond it
You didn't
says
make it.
just...
I'm also going to, as a reaction, cast Absorb Elements to give myself resistance to the fire.
Okay, this fire just erupts from her body and just envelops the whole group that's standing there.
Mhm.
Everyone's
mine's
going to
plus
take.
2 to that. So
You need to make at least
19.
a 14. 14 makes this.
Ooh, I am down.
36
Yeah.
fire damage.
Whoa.
I'm down.
I
It
see
says for the shield master evasion, it says if an effect allows half damage on success, you can use your reaction to take no damage.
but it also says that it has to be a dex save that targets only you, not an
Alright,
area of
that's
effect.
So as this happens, who failed it? Who made it? Krog, you take nothing. You got a 20.
Mhm.
And I took 9 damage.
Okay, so if you failed, you took 13, right?
9
6,
damage.
No,
Half, half.
18. 18 failed.
Oh, you're-
36 full.
I used Absorb Elements to take half, and then I made the deck save, so half of half.
Fire erupts from her, and you see the crewmen are just erupt in flames, and they're flying. Some of them jump off
Oh,
the ship.
no. Oh.
The captain, I didn't roll the captain's. Let me see it. Captain saves
dies.
it. Captain saves it.
Captain
The first
dies.
mate takes it, and he seems to be enveloped in the flames.
Oh,
I've got
man.
this.
I think I failed it with a 5, yeah.
Yeah, you failed it. 1, 2.
How much damage? 36?
Yeah.
That brings me down to perfectly 0.
I'm about to say, I think that kills everyone. I don't think anyone survives 36 damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a little hot.
Fireball.
That's a pretty good damage roll on Fireball.
Yeah, it was really good. Janshai resists it, and it's fine, but everyone else takes it. All the other passengers take it. and just get blasted by this fireball and get knocked back. We'll say initiative. It's your turn. Those of you that are still awake. Lily, as the fireball subsides, Lily's still standing there, looking around, like unsure of what just happened. You've got Janshai is still standing, but you've got Roland, Susanna, Heartshaker, Elwindith are all on the ground. The first mate is down. Mini crew, in fact, most of the crew are on the ground. Actually, they're all on the ground. They're not all alive. And the captain did take it and is still standing.
What's the captain doing?
Nothing yet. He's a little in shock. We'll let you guys see what you guys do first. You don't need to roll initiative. Just do what you want to do.
I'm gonna run over to her, and while she's in shock and not paying attention, and I'm going to just try to pull this gemstone.
Failure.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on. I'm gonna try to help Saren.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Zurik's down too?
Yeah.
Where are you?
There you go.
Everyone's on the deck, sort of in this small area. You can get to anyone you want.
Okay, I'll run to Zarik and medicine check as well.
Where am I? Okay, just that doesn't really matter.
Just where the dice fell.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Hey.
man. I'm just.
So I rolled a dirty 20 for medicine check on Saren.
Okay.
I slap Zarik. Wake up!
All right. What does 20 bring me? Does it bring me back up to 1 hit point?
Yeah. Does it bring him back to 1 if I roll on that 20?
Not if you do it. No, it just stabilizes him.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
gonna die. He didn't have to roll death saves.
Oh, nice.
Ooh!
There you go.
Somebody woke up.
Okay, I'm just seeing some things. Okay, what else are you guys doing? Is that everyone?
That's me.
Okay.
Do I need to roll a d4?
If you want, yeah, you can. So Lily is gonna rush to Roland and try to help Roland, and she's going to like patch him up and get him awake.
She's
or not
on
awake,
fire.
but
He's dead, right?
not awake. But she's going to pat him out and try to medicine check him.
Is she not on fire?
She is not.
All right, I'm getting up there.
Everyone's within like 20, like within the 40
I
know
know.
area. So
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm running straight to her to
Okay.
try to pull this gemstone out of her.
Okay. Give me an attack.
Can I not just explain it to her?
What do you want to explain?
I'll run over there and I'll be like, listen, there is not... You are definitely the reason that everything is happening. I am going to pull
Says, no,
that
I'm not.
gemstone. You just killed everyone on deck. I am going to pull that gemstone from you.
It wasn't me.
Whether it was you or not does not matter.
Just stay away from me.
Do not make me force this on you.
Okay. You gonna do it? She's not allowing you to do it. She's tending to her friend. She's like kneeling over, tending to Roland.
How about this? I'll make a deal with you. I will heal him if you let me do it.
She looks at you and says, "Just help him." And she points to Janshai.
You have to agree before I do it.
No, stay away from me.
Then he will die.
I'll help him. She says, "Just get away from me. Just get away."
How close to the edge of the ship are we?
So you're 10 feet away.
Perfect. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
What?
There's a lot of bodies around you.
They're all dead.
No, you know they're not all dead. You see moaning and movement. They're not all dead. Not all immediately dead.
Okay. 36 damage didn't immediately kill them.
Some of them are. They're not all like doing good.
They'd be really not doing good after a Thunder Wave. you know what? I think I'm just gonna try to remove this from her.
Make me an attack.
Fireball number 2. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to pull Saren back away from wherever the edge of this blast was. Then,
'Kay.
with all the rest of my movement.
Oh no!
Okay. You're able to get a hold of it.
Okay.
She's like a 16-year-old girl. She's pretty scrawny and pretty little, so she's not defensive in any way. So it's easy. Just grab that. You got your hold of the gem. You want to try to yank it off of her?
Yeah.
Just give me a strength. Give me athletics.
Oh no. I'm gonna have it with one hand. I'm gonna use my foot to kick her off of it. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh.
Okay,
no.
so you go to grab it,
She's like,
and it's just you just cannot get this. You kick her, but you still have a hold of it, but you can't get it out of her. It's in her skin.
Can I not use a pry bar or something?
You can try next turn.
Okay.
Is that all of you guys?
Yeah.
So the captain's looking around like, what? And he goes, and he grabs the first mate, looks at him, realizes he's dead, goes to the next crewman and tries to medicine the nearest crewman, who he does not get a heal on. Lily says, "Get your hands off me," and she puts her hand out onto you, and I need you to make me a dex save.
Okay.
As her hand reaches out and fire starts coming down her arm and fills up her hand, and this flame shoots out of her hand, burning hands.
Okay. I will use another spell slot to absorb elements. Oh, yeah, by the way, I guess... Okay, never mind.
Hang on.
So I'll take half of whatever it does.
1 second.
Hands.
All right. So she reaches out her hand, burning hand shoots out from her hand. She does kind of, because she's aiming at you and it's not in the middle of everyone, we're going to say it's going to hit just like a quarter of the crew that are still there, that many of them alive still. I want, just for a random chance, let's take each of the 4 of you, give me a d6. We'll just say on a 1, you're in the path. Otherwise, you're not. So
Well, I used my.
That's right. Yeah, you and Saren are fine because it's only 15 feet.
1d6.
Yeah, between you and Zarik.
Ooh. Okay.
Roll d6, David. Okay, so you guys are fine. This is gonna hit some of the crew. Isaac, roll me. Four more d6s, real quick. Okay. So, 36. As her hand, she extends her hands out, and this blast of fire shoots out of her hands, and you take 13 damage, unless you make your save of a DC 14 dex save.
I didn't, but I'll take half.
And the ship is now starting to catch fire as this explosion has caught the little dinghy there in the middle, as well as some of the mast and some of the sails started to catch. It is your turn. All
right.
The rest of you. She's going. That's her turn. The captain's healing people as much as he can.
She's got her hand still on me, right?
But she's not. It's not like. It's next to you. For the sake of the rules, it's just next to you. She didn't actually touch you.
I've got one hand on this gemstone. I grab her other hand, and I say, enough is enough. And I stand up to my full height. Lightning comes up my back and into my horns. Boom, lightning breath right on her head.
Okay. Give me an attack.
I don't have to make an attack.
Lightning
You
breath
have to
is
make
a
a
dex save. I think.
Oh, dex save. Okay, she goes to make a save. As you start doing that, Roland is unconscious. Never mind.
Roland is real mad, but he's unconscious.
Rolled really well on that fireball. Okay, yeah, damage. She makes it, but is it half damage?
Yeah. Five damage.
Okay, 5 damage to Lily.
And I will try to pull this thing out of her as well.
I'm gonna say it's a kind of was that a standard action to do the breath weapon? You can try. I mean, you
yeah,
can
when you take an
just
attack action.
disadvantage, since they're gonna be kind of like it's kind of we'll say it's part of your move, but you're not gonna be able to get as good of a grip since you're breath weaponing.
Okay. I'll do disadvantage. Disadvantage what?
Do athletics again because you still have hold of it.
2 natural 20.
Oh my god!
Snap.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So-
Did that just happen?
Kali Ma, you get your hand in there and you twist and you yank this thing out.
Oh
And-
man.
Jeez.
It was deeper than you maybe first thought, as
Yeah.
there's a gaping hole in her chest as blood
Ooh.
shoots out of her chest, and she immediately goes unconscious, drops to the ground, as you have this gemstone in your hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
The captain
I will
looks at
bend
you.
I'll stand up, gem in my hand, and then I'll like
This is
calm
kind of,
down for a second.
It's kind of like I should have described it a little better. It's sort of a rectangular style gem, but it comes as kind of a point inside of her chest, kind of diamond shaped, but more rectangular, and it is very bloody. And parts of her skin are still attached to it.
Ugh.
Feel
Like
like, oh, look at the cat. We don't actually know him very well.
I'm like seething right now, but I calm myself down and I bend down and I will heal her.
Well, that's your turn,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
that's your turn.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'll heal her next turn. If that didn't kill her.
1 in 400 chance. She
1 in
looks pretty
400
dead.
chance.
There's gonna be there's not much to heal.
Okay.
Jeez. Double nat 20 on the disadvantage. I can't believe that happened.
When she goes to the ground, drops unconscious, her body begins to shift into this, like from this bald human girl to where she like starts losing features. And
She a changeling?
she is a changeling.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no.
where is the that one? What
She was descended from my old character. Firepower. I don't know, probably not.
Finn's granddaughter.
Been that was thousands of years, yeah.
An immortal book.
She doesn't like do the weird visage thing. That's something I guess maybe you
That's
look
an
at.
active thing.
Yeah,
That's an active thing, yeah.
So but it is just sort of a sort of a form of a human, but really generic looking, just sort of like this.
Yeah.
It's a changeling.
Okay, so
You
on
do
my
not
turn,
know anything about.
I will. Jeez. I will pick the next closest person to me and try to stabilize them if they're the next closest alive person
There's where
that is
everyone's at.
unconscious.
Okay, give me a heal check.
Nope.
Okay. Are you Krog's unconscious and Zarik is unconscious, right? Saren's unconscious. You guys have all.
Krog is unconscious.
Wait.
Oh no, Krog. Yeah, Krog. What are you doing?
Oh.
Sorry, you made it 20.
I was helping Zarik at the time.
Okay.
And then
So
I saw all that happen, and
everyone
I'm
is just in a pile basically around this explosion site. The captain's trying to heal people. It's just you, the captain, Arok, and Eru. I think the only one's up, right?
The
Yeah.
three of us, yeah.
You've
I'm just helping whoever I can.
You've got Genshai is there, Roland, Susanna, Heartshaker, and Elwynth of the crew of the passengers are still there. No, Susanna's a crewman, but who you want to save?
Who's closest to me right now? Be like close where I was to Zarik.
We'll say Heartshaker is there next to you.
Then I'll go to that. I'll
Okay.
go to them
She's the Goliath. Give me a
Oh,
heal,
yeah.
heal check.
immediately. Live. All right.
Dr. McCoy on the Klingon.
You said medicine.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. So that is good. Is it 15? 10 stabilizes, right? Or is it 15?
10.
I was
Yep.
doing it backwards. Okay. So you get the fires off of her body, and you feel like you start patching some wounds.
Okay.
Everyone else, you guys done? Is that everyone?
That was my turn.
Okay. On my turn, Isaac, go ahead and roll me some d20s. Give me
Oh.
1, 2, 3 d20s. Ooh, nice. Well. Okay. And then. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Ship's going down.
The ship is the fires are starting to spread. The captain is going to drag he's got a crewman. He's got two crewmen. He's gonna start dragging them away they're still alive. And now it's your turn.
Let's see. Hold on. Are there any buckets on the deck?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand
Mm-hmm.
and grab a bucket and fill it with water and start trying to put out the fires just one bucket at a time.
Okay. Krog.
I'll stabilize the next person.
Okay, we'll say that that's Genshai is next.
Okay. 13.
Okay. You've got heart secret save. You've got look like the only one who hasn't been saved yet is Elwindith. And Lily.
What about Roland and Genshai?
Roland is saved and Genshai is saved as well.
Okay.
Okay, A-Rock.
I'm still kind of in shock myself.
After having ripped the thing out of someone's chest.
How big is this gemstone?
And then they turned to weird goo.
Baseball sized. Maybe a little smaller than that. Like
I didn't think it was that big. I thought it was
racquetball sized.
I thought it was like that big, like the size of a golf ball.
a little bigger than that. It's rectangular.
Well,
Yeah, racquetball's a good size. Like a nice rectangular racquetball.
I will lean down amidst the chaos and see
Fires all around you.
See if I can save her.
Okay, medicine check.
I would not be thinking that. I am just going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. You put your hand on her, cure wounds. Nothing happens. You feel your cure wounds was ineffective.
Neither of her companions changed?
No.
Okay.
She's a changeling now, like a form of a changeling, but she still has the hole on her chest.
Yeah. I figured.
Sheesh.
I'm just gonna sit on the ground right
What
there
is that?
and
What
look
did you
at this-
do?
And look at this gemstone.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Fire's burning all around you. This is fine.
He's the dog. Yep.
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. The captain begins getting some buckets and throwing some water on stuff to get his ship stop burning. That's all I've got. Your turn again.
How much of it is still on fire?
It's gonna take you a couple more rounds of doing this.
Okay, yeah, I will
Okay.
continue to help.
I'll help the last person.
I forgot to roll.
Everyone dies
Roll the last
if
person.
Huh?
the
Okay.
ship.
Yeah, go ahead and you got Elwindith, the Furbolg.
Yeah. Oh, Windith. Here we go.
Who's failing.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, A-Rock, you just sitting there looking at the stone?
I'll kind of come to my senses and I'll put the stone in my bag of holding and then I'll
Okay, it's very bloody.
start helping I'll clean it before I put it in my bag of holding, and then I'll
With
put it
what?
in my bag.
You're gonna have to
Wipe
use
it
like
on
a
a cloth.
you have to use like a
I'll
dagger
wipe it on her
to like
shirt.
pry this stuff
Wipe it
off.
the-
It is stuck on. It's like embedded.
Ugh,
It's unpleasant.
very.
You feel that it would never have happened had you not rolled double nat 20.
Oh
I'm a bit
man.
shocked myself. I'll start helping put the fire out.
Okay, so a couple more. A minute goes by, and you can get the fire under control. And the captain yells at you. Yells at Eru and Krog. Get these people safety. Whoever's alive, get them separated.
Okay.
Sure. I do that.
Okay. So you find that of the crewmen, you have saved 2.
Oh man.
Plus Susanna. So 3 crewmen are alive.
We're
Oh,
so good at
man.
this.
And
Let's do it,
give me
guys.
one more. Give me another medicine check on Windith.
Okay.
Forget
Yeah.
about it, Windith.
13.
Okay,
Hey.
Windith just barely
Nice.
comes around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start organizing the death. And Captain's trying to give orders, but he's a little confused, and he's just like, just separate them, and trying to put the dead ones separated from the living ones, and he's tending to them. And the ship is just sailing without any control at the moment.
Oh no.
What do you
Good
want
thing
to
it's
do?
in the middle of water.
If you are unconscious, roll me a d4, see how long you're going to be out. I think you already did, David, right?
Ooh,
What?
Did you already roll your
Oh,
d4?
4
I'm
hours.
out for
Oh
4
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah, he
4
got
hours for you,
4
okay.
too.
Okay. We got interesting roll. Oh man,
That's a lot of 4s.
I know. I can't really be doing damage.
Jeez.
Okay. What do you want to do? The captain is gonna try to get. He's basically one man show in this, trying to get the ship. Just ropes come undone. He tries to get the ropes tied back together.
I'll help him.
Clearly, he needs more than one person to run this ship, and he tells you just let the sails out for now until we can get things figured out. No point in trying to manage this right now.
Yeah.
All right.
He looks at A-Rock for the first time. He's like, I want you in the brig.
I squint and I look at him and I'm seething. I'm like,
We really just met him.
I will not be going anywhere.
But you're not going to be on my ship.
She killed everyone on this ship nearly. I saved your life.
Give me
I
persuasion.
will not be going into jail.
This ought to be good.
My persuasion is terrible. I would say it was more of an intimidation anyways, but that's even worse.
Give me that then.
Yep. Not persuading.
He looks at you and he says,
I see how bad a shape he's in though, and I am much healthier than him. And I am on one right now. I am like, I do not know what's going on. I am freaking out myself.
he says, I want you in the brig. I'll come there in a minute and talk to you. For now, get out of my sight.
I'll be on the back deck.
He doesn't say
And I'll
anything.
go back there.
He just stares at you.
Oh man.
Okay, he's yelling at Krog to try to teach you how to get the sails unfurled and all that, and not pulling wind or whatever the war term is. He tries to get some help from Eru, and it's it. And with the 3 of you, he comes up to Krog. He says, how well you know that one?
Who, A-Rock?
Yeah.
Seems like a nice guy.
Thanks.
That's
Cauliflower.
That's what nice guys do.
To be fair,
I
to me,
haven't had any issues with him personally.
He says, I want those two. He points to Genshai and Roland. Put him in the brig.
I look back. Were they passed out or anything, or were they
they're-
still?
Everyone's passed out except for you, Eru, A-Rock,
Okay.
and the captain.
Then I'll bring him there. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Couple hours go by. As you guys are still, it's gonna take you a couple hours just to get the ship set up and get the people separated and the healed people on one side of the ship. And Windith wakes up first and is like grabbing her chest, and she's like, all her clothes are all kind of singed off of her, not off her, but like all singed on her, and she gets up and begins helping the rest of the ship duties. Eventually, everyone starts to wake up. Well, the ones living.
I was like, oh no.
And you
That would be
have
worse.
12. No, yeah, you have 12 dead crewmen on deck.
Jeez.
All the passengers survived. Rolled good for them.
Well, I mean, chances are good that the murderer's dead. Just playing the odds.
Oh man.
I'll just keep tending to people, trying to do whatever the captain needs. But I'm not great at ships, but help out where I can.
Okay. For now, you're just kind of dead in the water.
Okay.
The captain eventually round
What is that?
was what?
The thing that was Lily.
I don't know. Thing that killed my crew.
You never seen that before?
Nope.
Me neither.
Messed up, just like that stuff in the gnomes' quarters.
Yeah. She was probably the one doing it, right?
Makes sense to me.
How many people do you need to run the ship?
Typically, we got a crew of 15.
How many can you do it with minimum?
I suppose we could do it with 5, but there's not gonna be a lot of rest. 'Cause we're 2 days out from Porsus, and we got 3 more days to Port Illidan. We can go. Go get my map.
Does it look like this one?
He says we can dock in at the lighthouse. That's only another day till we can maybe pick up a crew, get this cleaned up.
Okay, you're the captain.
Yep, that's where we're going.
You're the captain.
He says,
Okay, once
I got another spot I think we could probably stop at. I got a friend on one of these islands. Not the safest place to sail, but if you listen to me, we can stop and watch out for
which one?
shoals. Well, not on the map.
Is it on this map?
He looks at it. Yep.
Can I insight check him?
Sure. What do you want to know?
I want to know if he's trying to kill everyone else. $18.
From what he's saying, it sounds like he has another place that he wants to go, but he's not sure he's going to be able to make it with the crew he's got. There's a little something behind what he's saying. What you're
Is he going to his friend Estos?
Insight wasn't that good.
Oh, jeez. Does he seem nefarious? Does he seem like,
I mean,
yes, it's
he's
all
not
coming,
he's not
it's all
curling his
coming
mustache or anything.
Okay.
It's curly. Yeah.
He's like, yes, I've got friends on one of these islands.
Is the island he pointed to, is it colored in?
Yes.
Okay.
It's one of the southernmost ones in Wrecker's Point there in the channel.
I'll ask, is it safe?
Well, not the well, it depends on what you mean by safe. But you'll be fine as long as
Well,
you don't.
we've got a bunch of unconscious people and dead people on board. Is it going to be safe for us?
Well, it's gonna be safer than being out here without any crew.
Krog's pretty strong. You know, he can do a lot of it. I'm sure Hotshaker is pretty strong. She's huge.
Sure, they're big, but you need a lot more than strength to run a ship,
Okay.
especially in these waters.
Any chance we'll get our money back?
I gotta buy a new crew. You're lucky I don't charge you extra.
I feel like I'm not getting all that I paid for.
You still get your meals.
Fish.
How is Susanna? Is she okay?
She was down in the kitchen.
No, she's pretty burnt. She's pretty burned. She's alive though.
Okay. I'll
She's
just
unconscious, but she's starting to come around.
keep checking on Saren.
Yeah, and with being tended to, Saren and Zarik begin to wake up as well.
You all right?
Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened?
I'll point over to the humanoid-ish thing with a hole in the chest.
Can I roll a history, see if I know what it is?
Sure.
What is that?
That was Lily. I don't know. Arok like ripped her chest out. It was really something to behold.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I think he went a little insane.
14.
You've heard of like shape-changing creatures, especially down with the tiefling and the implands.
Hey.
But nothing looks like that. But you know of shape-changing things.
You're healthier than me now.
Would I assume that she can change form?
And she did change form. And she
Okay.
died.
I'll go do a medicine check and see if she's dead.
Okay. You don't even need a medicine check to see that she's dead.
She's got like a baseball-sized hole in her chest.
I ask where Arok is.
Who you asking?
I'll ask the captain.
He just looks at you and squints. He doesn't say anything.
It's a touchy subject for the captain right now.
Very well.
Okay, well, we're just helping and waiting then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he starts ordering out, pulling on the sails, getting the sails done. Everyone, go ahead and make me an athletics check. He needs one of you to get in the crow's nest.
I'll do that.
You got two
I can do the
crewmen still that
athletics.
can help a little bit, but they're all pretty beat up. But he needs someone on lookout up there.
Athletics.
I'll go up top. And be on
Perception,
top.
perception up top.
Okay.
No, Zarik.
Zarik's just like flying around on the ropes.
Natural 20, 26 for perception.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you as you start to take a left turn, port turn, you can see that the water, there's a bunch of rocks under the water, and it's shallow in certain spots. But you're able to see it from up there, and you're shouting out at the captain to steer through there. So with your help, with the captain sailing, and with the crew, and those of you that are still on the sails, you're able to get this thing through the channel. And up ahead, you see a little island. there's not much to this island. It's pretty small, just basically just like a mountain sticking out of the island. Just it's enough for a few acres, basically. And he sails you into there, and there's not a dock or anything, but he tells you to get the dinghy ready and start sailing in. And
Is the dinghy salvageable?
somewhat, it'll sail in there.
Okay.
And the captain comes down and starts getting things ready with you, and getting the ship ready, and says, "It's all right. Just we'll I gotta go get something real quick, and then we'll head that way."
Inside check. What's this guy up to?
Sure.
This has been a real weird journey. That's not
Murder
very good.
mystery.
The captain has a look in his eyes that you haven't seen before.
Oh.
And he as you guys are sitting there getting this little dinghy all ready to get cleaning off the burn spots and moving some of the ropes around and getting this thing pushed off the side of the ship, he says, "Give me just a minute." And as he says that, he turns around, and you happen to look over the side of the boat, and you see rising out of the water you see these black shapes in the water. And slowly these two black shapes start rising out of the water. These very demonic looking shapes. And they start rising up. The captain turns around and pulls his scimitar out. And a dark cloud slowly begins to form over the ship. And we're going to end there.
Is it too late to ask if we got a short rest?
You did not get a short rest in there.
No.
Not
Okay.
since the fireball.
All right.
Oh.
Oh man, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I don't have any second level spell.
I don't have any hit points.
Yeah, y'all have what, 1 hit point?
I got 13. I rolled the cure wounds on myself and got maxed. Luckily.
I think I have 17 or 18.
I think Krog's full because he'd roll.
Yeah, I'm full. I don't think I've.
Yeah, nothing happened to Krog. He
Yeah.
was standing behind a mast.
Just yeah.
The fireball exploded and like splinters came out, but he caught them all.
Yeah.
Deflected them, yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
All right.
There's our Friday, maybe Thursday night D&D. Thursday set now, right? Good day for
think so.
everyone.
Yeah, that works.
I say we also play tomorrow, just because.
I got to figure out what's going to happen now. I wasn't expecting chests or gems to be yanked out of people's
Removed.
chests. Fireballs
My
going
bad.
off.
My bad.
And you're like, hey, go make her mad. See what happens. I was like, oh no.
I know.
That's why I was like, he was like doing that, and I was like, oh, now calm emotions, calm down. And then she didn't freaking.
She rolled a 19.
Like, no.
What I was envisioning was going to happen. I told them already. It was going to be like Finn, where he just catches on fire like Human Torch. I was going to be like, look, she's on fire and the gnome was burned, but no, she exploded instead.
She exploded. Yeah. Just a chain reaction at that point.
I wasn't expecting to kill her either.
Yeah.
Just trying to yank a gem out of her chest.
Okay, in my head, I pictured it much smaller, 1. And 2, how many gems are deep enough to kill it? Like, even if you had a gemstone that was this big and that deep in your chest, it wouldn't kill you if you took it out. It would just hurt a lot.
It would if you're like in
Part
magical
of your
land.
heart was attached to it.
Maybe. Yeah, if your heart was attached to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That was
I
impressive,
wasn't
though.
also- Yeah.
Double 20s. 1
Yeah,
in 400
that was-
chance of that happening.
Do that again.
I read that in the chat.
Jeez.
1 in 400 chance that I got double 20s.
Yeah, I was like, he's just going to keep like trying to rip this thing out and it's not going to work. And he's like, disadvantage. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Double
work.
that.
No.
Oh, come on.
Dang. That was nice.
All right, we're back next Thursday. We'll back. Are we gonna be back Friday for something? Or
You mean
sorry,
Monday?
Monday. Monday.
I don't know. If not this Monday, then probably we're gonna be taking a break, and I think Eric's gonna DM for a short bit.
Ah, yes.
The following
D&D.
Monday, I believe. We still have to iron it out, but
I have to read an entirely new rule set, so
good luck.
You have fun reading that.
Yep, and then teach us.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like learning new systems.
It is not anything like anything else I've it's not anything like D&D, that's for sure.
Those are the kind of systems I like because there's a lot of like those weird systems that are not like D&D that help. I think help make D&D more interesting because of the way D&D is just you go around and kill stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of those that add different ideas.
I would say to me the
well.
idea that I think is the coolest for like Cyberpunk is being able to pull off like a surprise attack that actually kills someone fully. You know what I mean?
Oh, because
It's
everyone's
more
hit points are low.
realistic. Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you actually were like, I need to kill this person, and they're not expecting it, you could kill them in one surprise round with a knife or something.
Yeah.
Whereas like in D&D, in your head, you're always like, we're gonna get these guys, we're gonna surprise them. We got full surprise, and
It never works.
everyone blast a bunch of arrows, and, like spells and stuff, and then they all stand up and they're like, "Get him!"
Yeah. I'm gonna go
He's
up.
got
I'm
3 arrows in his chest, and he's like, "We'll get these guys."
gonna go slit that guard's throat in his neck.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go behind his back and slit his throat. Okay, roll advantage. I get him
Slit his
for
throat.
4 damage. You slit his throat. He turns around and pulls his mace out.
Yeah.
Could roll an assassination rogue.
God. Even that,
Auto
come on,
crits.
you're doing
Auto crits can do it.
All
All right. See y'all Monday or Thursday.
Yep. See
Bye.
ya.
Is it Thursday yet? Remember my my thing I came up with?
It's very original.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you
Yeah.
guys. Oh wait,